and welcome to Down the Vent. My name's Joe.
I'm Matt.
I'm Steve.
And
Josh.
that's Keto Josh.
Keto Josh.
Yeah.
He's keto now. Watch out, hipsters.
Totally,
He's coming for you.
Where do you
totally
see it
different than
on the-
Kato.
He will literally eat you because you're a part of his diet
Wow.
now.
You're right, yes, yeah. You're more part of a diet than bread.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez, oh, beats.
My God.
Hey,
Wow.
at least I'm watching, unlike you fools.
Anyways, tonight we're continuing our playthrough of Pandemic Legacy Season 2.
San Dimas Legacy.
We are in March, right? Is that how the months go, or is it just month 3?
No, it's March.
It's
We're in
March.
March, yep.
We won January and February the first time we played through them. So we have 0 helpful cards being added to our player deck.
My gosh.
0 funding. And Steve's we're just to the point now. We're all set up except we got to read through the next part of the story. So Steve's going to do that for us here. I'm simply going to post this on social media real quick while he's doing so.
Please.
To make sure
definitely
you
let us
tell
know.
everybody
Yeah,
what you're doing.
exactly. Yeah,
So they know why your cell phone's out.
God, you and your cell phone. Okay, draw this card and read the other side during step 2 of the setup phase for first game in March. All right.
It looks
Perimeter report. If you have not opened 67, scratch the first box below. I don't know if we've opened 67 or not. So.
When?
We have not.
We have not. So if you scratch the first box below. Okay. But then what about the second box?
Well,
You don't
So I guess
scratch
we
it.
don't.
you'll find out once you scratch the first box.
We did, but we have it. Oh, if we've not opened it, that's right. Okay, I was thinking that if we. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, hold on. So, whoa.
Oh.
What's that? Does that mess with your? Right?
Rip the game
Yeah.
off, you're done.
Oh man, that's awful. Sorry about your luck, brother. It's critical that we recon South America soon before the Hollow Men sabotage anything important.
Who's that?
The
Have you
Hollow
not been
Men,
paying attention,
the,
Joe?
the
My
men,
gosh.
the men
You're
that
on
are
your phone too much.
that are flat.
I don't remember
They're
the Hollow
really good
Men.
at birds. Yeah, they're the
Oh, they're really good at birds.
yeah birds because they're hollow.
The Hollow Men are they're bad guys that are stealing resources and trying to cause the end of the world.
Do you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that because you played this already?
I know that because it's
No, because that was in the very
Okay.
first section. That was
Okay.
the people that said that those are the people that were outside of society.
I'm
that
calling
we think
BS.
people. Do you want me to reread that?
Nope,
part?
I'm
I
good.
didn't think you did.
I don't think I actually got further than this in my playthrough. So
All right. So
Does it say to continue to?
it doesn't say not to. So
I don't think you scratch it off, but
it literally says, "Who didn't tell you to scratch this box?" That's cool. I love it.
Shame.
All right, that's fine.
Told you.
Journal entry. Havens have been in trouble for a while. Old records attached show that the 4 main labs were never meant to go beyond 50 years, nor were the supplies. Our leaders have been putting on a good show for a long time now. They knew the end was near. Now they're gone, and it's a race between us and the Hollow Men. We need to find the havens outside the Atlantic. They might have supplies or equipment we can use. Okay. From the archives, year 57 summary. Pearl was on the verge of a cure when it went silent. Opal, Jade, and Topaz are set up to support Pearl. They are not equipped to find a cure on their own. Transporting a potential cure from Pearl to Jade was always going to be a frantic dash. We must keep the routes between them viable. So,
That is odd.
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
Alright.
That's Twitch.
so. Okay.
Stupid game. I mean, stupid Twitch.
Draw and read the other side. Okay, new priorities. We now need to complete 3 objectives each month.
Oh no.
No, no.
Which was already kind of showing on here because there's 3
Oh,
steps.
yeah.
Yep, so there's that.
So we need to unlock that region down there. That's the only one we can really do. Yeah.
I got more. We got new objectives to add in here. Complete 2 searches.
I forget what searches are.
Look on your thing.
Access a lost haven.
What is
Oh,
that?
searches
Right.
scratch off a
So
box
the
on
lost
a
havens
city.
are going to be the other ones that are out here that as we open up stuff, we would find that. They may not be on the ocean, but
You scratch off a card.
yeah.
That's what search is.
Oh right. Okay.
Right.
That's right.
Okay. So there's those. Right. So we're there with those.
And this one is mandatory. You must build 3 new supply centers.
Right. Right. So that's going to be potentially our tough part. Okay. So we've done that. I've gotten to the next pause.
Yeah.
Draw this card and read the other side during step 2 of the setup phase. Step 2. Oh, at the end of your first game in March. So that's at the end of the game. Yep. All right. Supply the grid. Put all supply cubes from the stockpile onto the locations of the grid.
One Lagos.
You guys can go ahead and start to do that, and I'm going to get the deck set up because we don't have any of the.
I'm doing it wrong.
Definitely.
All of them on Lagos. I told you where they all go.
Didn't we tried to foolproof one of these, right? Which one did we try and protect more?
That one because it's a 3.
I don't know if we have enough to put 2 on each, but we'll see.
2 is on each.
Cool, so let's put 3 on some.
Nope. Then 2, 2, 2.
Why?
Because that's where we are, and we can pick them up right away for free action.
Sure.
How not?
I would rather protect the cities more.
Okay. Do you, Matt?
It's a cooperative game.
You do you, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. You do you.
Here, I'll give you 2, Josh. Does that make you feel better?
Nope.
Actually, you're probably the worst person to do that because you could take them from other people.
Correct. You should put 2 here because there's 2 people there.
Sure.
And then you should put 1 down at Sao Paulo because we need to open up that area. That's the only area we can open, really.
What's that?
It's okay.
I figured 3 there because those ones are harder to get to.
Yeah, probably 3 there because that one's really hard to get to.
No, big one off there.
I'm not there, so I don't care.
There's less cards.
Did you shuffle these already, Steve Aroni?
Nope, already shuffled.
Do we get any special cards shuffled into our things or no? Probably
0.
not.
No, we got 0.
But we have cards in there that have stuff on them already, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some that we have stickers.
That's cool. How do we build a building? Like Joe builds it?
Should've gave us cards.
It's 5 cards, right?
It's true.
Yeah, I can do it for 4 cards. And 2 supply cubes.
Yep, you're gonna have to do it over, Steve.
Steve, do?
You can fix it.
4.
I think it's just 2 cards.
That's it. Yeah. There's 2. There's 2. There's my 2.
There we go.
Denver and Jacksonville.
Ooh. I got produce. Supplies.
You could do a search for Denver. Where's Denver?
You just search.
No, you have to be in Denver.
No way.
Yep.
Lies.
Okay.
Well, that's useless.
You don't have to discard it if you do it, though.
But I could go right to Denver.
How many can we start doing the infection now?
Yeah.
Okay, how many is it? 9?
Yes.
Yep. Same as normal on that type of thing. You know.
Ready, Matt?
Is it? Yeah, it should be 9.
But you just remove 1 cube from each, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
San Francisco. Up in America.
Maybe I just went there.
London.
Up in England.
New York. These are shuffled weird. Sao Paulo. I think that's 4, right?
Yep.
Oh, we should just count cubes.
Yep, 4.
London.
Oh, boy.
Tripoli. London. No.
Chicago.
Chicago. Cairo. Tripoli.
Last one.
Double Tripoli.
And double London.
Man, I wish I had some cubes with me right about now.
You'll get some.
You're
Some of
fine,
that.
Josh. You don't need cubes.
You never do any other time.
Right?
Joe, pick one.
Is it random first player?
Yeah.
Steve?
I'm first.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, Steve, you're first.
Yep.
All right.
Wow, just throw me into the water right off Dump Island.
Waterworld. Would you rather be in the water or on Dump Island?
On Dump Island.
Or the world. Oh, that's fine.
That's where I hail from.
So it looks like I need to get some stuff over there to London. I mean, that would
Yes.
seem to make the sense. What are the free actions? Pick up supplies, transfer supplies. Okay. So
What is
if
it,
I
creative
pick up the
supply?
2 that are there,
Make supply.
that's free. I go
Yep.
move 1, that's a thing. Drop them, which would be 2, 3.
Is it? Don't you drop them
Oh,
all?
drop as many as you want?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So 1, 2 then. Then I'd have 2 more.
You could create an extra one, or I guess that's.
I could create one on the spot that I'm on. So that way there's one there.
For
I mean,
me.
if all you want to do is fix
You can
London,
create
you
one
can-
and hold it.
You can go to London, make 2.
Right, I was just
Drop
saying
2.
that would use up one of my turns that I don't know what else I would do with.
What, create
Two-
and drop?
Right, because then whoever's blue would have one there available.
That's me, baby.
Right.
Me.
Right. So I mean, it might be worth.
I think the board looks good.
To do that, I only was going to put the 2 there because
We look kind
know
of
that
dark over
London's
here
already
this
in
time
here,
now.
and
Yeah.
since there's none,
I think you,
Because I
and
took the.
since we
you
could
two,
get
you
thing
two
fast,
unwhitened us.
I just wanted to future-proof it since that is
Yeah.
one of the ones.
You could,
Joe,
you could move,
super
make 2,
unwhitened
and
us.
then drop 2.
I can make 2.
Bring it down.
You just
Oh
take
yeah,
that
yeah,
as
yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I could do that. That would be.
I wouldn't
well,
mess with
the
exposure.
other question
I would
is,
mess with the white balance,
okay,
right?
so
No.
so is there a point to anybody moving close to somebody else?
I'm
No,
gonna stay-
not
I'm gonna
not
stay
not
here
at this
so I can
point. I don't
drop on
think.
Triple
You
E.
can transfer supplies.
But that's my question. Is it worth it for anybody to end up with somebody else at the end of the turn? Since that is my special power.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
You see what I'm saying? Like, so is it worth it me doing that instead of moving, making 2, dropping? You know what I mean? Like,
if I was next, it would be worth moving there, but that needs to be fixed before my turn.
Yeah, I plan on fixing
And Josh
that.
can move there, make 2, drop 2.
right. That's what I was just trying to see
Yeah.
if it would be worth it to move somebody to somebody else,
Yeah.
just to make it better. You know, like a better starting position for us. But I
Well,
guess,
I think somebody's gonna have to go up there to start
Certainly.
fixing those.
but technically, Joe's is close enough and could
Yep,
can
yep.
go there.
So I wouldn't
So-
even worry about it.
All right,
I would
so I
just
guess
make
I'll
the
just
extra.
I'll go here. I'll create 2, and then I'll drop 2.
Motherfucking
Okay.
stockpiles.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. that's it.
Language.
Okay.
Jeez,
Oh,
Matt.
there we go. San Fran.
Supposed to be a
Excuse
friendly
And
game,
Lagos.
not a
I got 2
swearing
blues and 2
game.
yellows.
Nice.
That's good.
Jeez, Matt.
Go
This
ahead.
is a swearing game.
2.
It is not. New York,
This game
New
is
York.
without swearing.
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Jeez,
Not
Josh.
Constantinople.
You really need
All
to
right.
fix that over there.
Can only do so much. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna create 2, and then they come to my board, and then I'm gonna end my turn.
Why does it always
And
sound?
my turn.
And I'll end my turn.
I'm gonna
Next.
take. I'm gonna take a nap.
It
One
was
at a
you
time.
It was you when we were playing Shadowrun. You're like, I'm gonna take a nap.
No, that was when we're.
Yeah,
No, Josh didn't play Shadowrun with us.
You
No,
played Pathfinder
but I-
Shadowrun with us.
We
I
played
played
Pathfinder
Pathfinder.
one time. Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna pull out. I was like, do I have a sleeping bag?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
You have an adventurer's bag. You have a sleeping bag.
Lagos. Kiryu.
Alrighty. I'll pick up these 2. That's a free action, right? Atlanta's not open yet, is it? No. Okay. So I'll move here.
What do you gotta do to draw between
I'll drop these both in New York.
into super? I'll spend
That's my
2
second
supply
action.
cubes.
What else should I do?
That's harsh.
You can make a cube just so you have one.
I can make 2 cubes. I have 2 more actions.
Oh, you have 2 more actions.
Yeah. So I could like move out, start moving out west some, or
That might not be a bad idea. Then you could pick this up, and one of us could use these produce cards or whatever.
You could,
oh yeah.
alternatively, you could pick them up and then use your produce supplies before you leave
Yeah, that's
and make 3 cubes on there.
Oh yeah. That's not an action either. Oh, it is for an action.
Yeah.
That's only local though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe the dump island.
unless you
wanna get rid of it.
unless you scratch.
This one only got 1 on it, so should we?
It depends, right? Because the more we have in there, the more junk we get.
Right.
So you can get rid of it if you want to get rid of a card.
So I'll pick these up for free. I'll do that. I don't think we need to get rid of a card yet.
Okay.
Or do you? That would restock everything.
Up to the population, which is 3.
Yeah.
Oh, if you did that, it would put 3 there, 3 there, and 3 there.
It would
And
also
would
put-
2 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
Yep.
because it's got the thing. So
But it would get rid of the card, so it's up to you.
Well, it only puts out how much we have.
Correct.
Yeah. So I could put 3 at Matt, 2 out there, and 1 by Josh. If we do that and we get rid of the card forever, though.
and that's the tough part.
Yeah.
Is it worth it to do it now? Is it not important to do it now?
I don't know. This is as far as I got in the game.
What do you think,
I
Josh?
would say last game, even we ran into an abundance of those.
We had too many,
when
didn't we?
wanted
Right.
other cards.
But here's my only concern: is it an abundance until you get late game and
Right.
suddenly it's
Right, there's
but,
no more of
but,
them.
But let's also be honest.
We're quarter of the way
Literally
through.
could be a thing that we open a thing and it says remove all of those
Quarter.
from the game
Even
because
finish this game.
thing is awful. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm doing it. So
Okay.
we'll put 3 here.
You're welcome.
I don't. If you want to put, I would put 3 by Josh instead of 3 by me,
Okay.
because I have the farmer thing. I can just make and drop. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah, as long as there's some available.
No, that was my. Is that an action still?
It's still free to
For an
pick up.
action, yes. It's to do this. But this is ripped up now. When this box is checked, destroy the card.
Check the box first. Look what happened to Steve when he didn't follow the rules.
Really, really.
There you go.
I'll
Box
live with
check.
those scars for the rest of my life.
There would have been a comment that says he didn't follow the
I
rules.
love it.
There you go, Steve.
Sweet.
So that was my first action.
Nice.
My second action
About
is
time you
move.
took an action.
Third action is to drop. Fourth action is to move again, I
I
guess.
thought the card was an act. Oh,
It
gotcha.
was 1, 2, 3, 4. Card, move, drop, move.
How did you already have 2 cubes?
I picked up 2 cubes for free from Dump Island. Use the card.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yep. Cairo. London. 2 more, Josh, please.
I was like, we're in a weird predicament because I couldn't actually make it.
Jacksonville,
Ooh, I'm right there. Excellent.
Washington.
Washington. Oh, no, no! Mr. Bill! Oh, no!
You did have a blue shirt.
I did, yeah. Oh,
Actually, do we want to discover Atlanta?
How's Matt's big O dumb head still in front of the camera?
What's up?
no! Oh, it is a little bit, yeah. We have a whole new setup here. Maybe one day we'll do like a
Yeah.
behind the scenes thing.
It never hurts.
Wow.
Anyways, how did we not do what? Oh, we chose not to.
Do we
discover.
want to have Atlanta discovered? Is what he was asking.
The board's pretty good, and I'm in position to do it, and that can be one of our things.
Is it?
Yeah. Do we need that? Yeah.
Connect two new cities. Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt. I mean, we need to do 3,
Yeah.
so you may as well
And
do
this
it.
one is for sure one.
Build 3 new
Yeah, we
supply.
got to do that one.
How do you build supply centers?
You have to have 5 cards.
5 cards. Oh, so same as
That's the hard
this
one, yeah.
Right, and we
I'll do-
need to
I
and
can
we
do
need
that.
to
and
do
it
South
doesn't-
America as
doesn't
well.
make me get rid of
We don't
any
have to do
cards,
South
and then I'm also
America.
They
closer
put
to
the
Denver
thing says
to
we
search.
need to do it soon before it gets cut off.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that if we leave it too
Ooh,
long,
it's not going to be
that
available.
something crazy happens and it's bad.
I have no yellow.
I have 2 yellow.
And we need 4
and
difference.
He's got 1. We need 4 total.
No,
and
4
4
any.
Vinny.
Yep.
Right, because it's yellows, right? Yeah. I
Mhm.
was gonna say because it's got the stars.
Well, do we even have 4 yellows on the board?
I have 2. He's got 1. You've got 1.
It's any 4, yeah. They don't have to be
Oh,
different.
okay.
So it could
Right,
be.
because you notice they're ABC. Those are the
Yeah.
ones that have to be specific.
Well, if you guys are good with me doing that, I'd like to because it's
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't hurt anything to do it. I don't see why it's a bad idea to do it.
1, 2, 3, and then I'll discover Atlanta for 4.
Okay.
I made and dropped because that's my
Gotcha. Draw a line.
Right. And I need.
Where's
to
the marker,
draw
Joe?
the Atlantas out of here and add them to.
Question. I think we were using a pen, not a marker, weren't we?
Correct.
No, no.
It's probably over there in the pen.
Those
There's
look
this
like
pen,
those look
but
like
that
marker.
looks like the
Yeah.
that was the marker.
There's a pen cup on top of the, yeah.
I like you still.
And then take a piece of paper that we ripped
Right
up
here.
to make a
Find the
line.
right one. It's gonna be Atlanta, right?
It may have been this. No.
These go.
I started painting the
I saw.
worm from
Below.
Terror Below.
Oh, nice.
That's actually a really
Nice.
fun paint. I'm excited to finish it.
Nice.
I got some sand. I got some little bushes I'm gonna put on it.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's
supposed to lick
Freehand
it.
it.
So I did.
Freehand it, buddy.
I started doing the some
Just
more of
freehand
the,
it.
working on some of the Arcadia Quest
I
stuff
have
that
this
I've
bigger one,
been
but
starting to do. We
Use
just
a
used
card,
As I said,
man.
we took a card and used it.
Dog.
You know, like just.
Come on, dog. Wow, look how much easier that was when you used a card.
Yeah, that's cool.
I didn't want to put
Like Josh told
No,
you
no,
to.
it's cool. It's cool. We used the other cards too, so it doesn't matter.
Keto Josh knows all.
No.
You know,
Make
like
sure-
the vegans and
Let me make sure there's nothing
Scott
else we gotta
Pilgrim?
do here.
No, that is funny. No, I'm only like a couple days into it. It's interesting. I've definitely had like sugar shock, like the idea of not having sugar in my life. Like I drank pop, I drank juice very heavily, like 3 to 4 glasses.
Josh
a
drinks
night.
more juice than most kids.
Most of my calories was probably from juice, to be honest.
Okay. So that was established supply line. That's what you just did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just my water
so
weight
two supply
loss.
cubes, blah, blah, blah. Use a better marker. When you connect the city to the grid with the
Oh,
supply
right, we
line,
gotta do all
take
that
the
stuff,
magic
don't
city cards from the reserve, put them into the player discard pile, which I did. Take the magic
my player
infection
discard
cards. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Are
Right.
these all Lana?
Yeah, that
Not just
that
these.
just that one,
Yeah.
and then the other one goes underneath. Goes no, it,
And here.
it
Under
goes
the-
into there.
Oh,
Yeah,
game end.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, because
okay.
it can't. Yeah, into
Gotcha.
the game end pile, yeah.
This is essentially game end too.
It's right. Because you
Unless,
can't-
Yeah,
well,
we-
I thought we had a card that lets us pull
There
something
is,
out like
there
that.
is a card. There are cards
yeah,
that do
forgot
do
about
that,
that,
but I
yeah.
don't think we have that one added in.
Gotcha,
We
gotcha.
might. I'm not sure. You cannot do the sail action or charter boat action along the supply line. That's the only other thing that's wrong.
Okay.
All right, we're good. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, not having sugar
So
is
you're
great.
good then with your turn. Draw your cards and
So Atlanta's safe this game.
see. There's our 4. That lets us explore the new area.
Yep.
Washington.
What city is it? Or do you have different ones?
Lagos, Jacksonville. I have
Okay.
Jacksonville and Sao Paulo.
Cairo.
So, but he has Sao Paulo, so that would be doable.
Yeah, and he has Jacksonville. Well, you have to be in that city to trade. Is the only reason I'm wondering.
Yeah.
So
I do.
What's your ability? What is labor?
I spend one less card to build a supply center, but I have to spend 2
You're in
cubes.
Jacksonville right now, right?
Correct.
Then I can make the Jacksonville trade. I can make that happen and move myself to Sao Paulo.
There we go.
You
So
want to know
that
what we
way
need to
you
do?
just have to get to Sao Paulo to give it to me.
We need to make a line between London and.
What's up,
Water
Javita?
World.
Yo, yo, yo.
It's my daughter.
What's
oh,
up?
That's,
How
darn.
you like the new cameras? Do you like the setup? You can probably kind of see it from the way the angle is.
Who is that?
My daughter.
No.
Yeah, that's super
Yeah,
helpful.
they're now
Yeah.
like
Okay,
here.
we're good there. Well,
This
They're
one
hanging
is,
now
and
instead of on the
Matt's is
ground.
over there,
yeah.
so they won't get as bumped as often.
Right. Well, we talked.
We
her
just
about
keep
it when she was
we
here
just keep
today.
hitting our heads on them now, me and Josh too. I came up from under the table sitting at the microphone. Josh did it first. He's like, "Oh!" and then I did it like
And Joe's
30
like,
seconds
Joe's
later.
like, why are you hitting your head on it? I told you to watch out. He stands up, crack.
Seems appropriate.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does seem like it's
We could always move that one by just putting a piece of wood straight across and then just screwing it sideways to it.
Okay, so I don't feel
I'm
like
good.
there's anything that's imminently bad. That's
I'll come
imminently
over and do
important
it.
for me to do
Is that
other
okay,
than
Joe?
Give myself the
Then we
thing.
come over
Why do
and
we need to
screw a
move
piece
it?
of- You move it forward so then Matt's head won't show up in it as much.
Well, the thing about
Because if it's almost level
I mean,
with
I could.
with
I
you,
could
you
get
know what
that.
I mean. Then then his head
because I
won't show
can
up as
because I can
often.
move myself directly to somebody else.
True.
You can move yourself or only other people.
I can move one pawn to one other pawn.
Like-
So I could do that.
You
but
could
my
do
other
that.
option was to get over by Matt and make it so that by the time Matt comes around his next turn, we would be able to. I would be in Sao Paulo or close to it, and he could give me the
Hey,
and I'd be all good.
I have a feeling we're gonna flip a card soon, and Cairo's empty, and Cairo's in here a bunch also,
Right. Well,
Yeah.
that's why I was asking which one to do.
and Istanbul's in here a bunch. So,
I mean, I can do the Cairo.
well, it's hard though because you kind of can. It's almost one. Well, you can fly. To
I can
Maine.
travel directly
Yeah.
to because of my power. I can move up onto another.
Is it
pawn.
only once per turn though?
It's only once per turn, but
Hmm.
that's why I said.
Yeah.
So do I fix Cairo or do I go for the setting up the yellow? Because if I go to where you're at, I can get Jacksonville from you because we're both
What's
beyond
up?
Jacksonville, and then on the next chance.
I
you
can't
get
read
Sao
the
Paulo.
comment.
I know.
I don't have
As
mine.
long as you ended in Sao Paulo.
Read them out loud, Joe.
Javita,
Jeez.
Javita said it's looking good.
Nice.
Steve and Josh look like they're under dramatic heavenly light though. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's the older of our webcams, so it's kind of struggling.
The
It might also
exposure.
be the angle of where the
No, it's
thing is
exposed.
in comparison.
True, it's kind of coming
Well,
at
it's
it.
a little bit to one side is all. You know?
And she said also this game looks like Pandemic on crack.
It is.
It's essentially Pandemic on crack. You're right.
Yep.
Well, he had to crank the exposure on that
Oh,
that
that's
one
gotta
up.
be-
So
I vote for fixing Cairo.
Fixing Cairo or
Yeah,
starting
let's
with-
not
Okay.
get out of
All right,
control.
okay,
I guess
okay,
before.
okay.
Hey, I'm just-
So 1,
Hey,
2,
I'm just
Trying to
here to party.
pull
3,
my pants
and
down.
then drop one on it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't do that.
Fly one, move one, create one, drop one.
Okay. Create one is the first thing I'm going to do.
Okay.
So let me have one.
Sorry.
Because I have that thing, if I leave a city without having a cube on, then I have to discard one of my cards.
That's fine. London has 2 on it.
Right. Well, I was going to create one anyways, right? So my point is so that was one to create, right?
Yep.
2, 3, and drop. It's only one, but
And you have to discard cards now? Or
no. If I leave a city without having a cube, I have to discard a card. That's why I created the cube first.
is it a city with
I
you,
think
you
it's
mean
a city with a cube.
Discard a card if you have one every time you leave a city with 0 supply cubes.
I think
So
that
I
means the
don't know
city
if
has
The
no
city
supply
has
cubes.
to have 0
Okay.
supply.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was,
But
either way, it
yeah.
doesn't change what I was
Right.
doing.
Okay.
Like that. Right. So. Yeah.
Yeah, yep, called
Yeah,
that.
There's that next one. Okay, so epidemic. What do we do?
Okay, so
Bottom
move
card.
infection rate marker up 1. Draw the bottom card, and remove all supply cubes from that spot. So
Oh,
Jacksonville.
Matt.
That's not good.
No, but we got a lot in there, and I don't think we had
Yeah,
many
like-
Jacksonville's taken out. And then
More
shuffle
than
the
half the
cards
deck.
in the infection pile and put
Yeah.
them on top of the infection deck, and then we'll reveal the rest. And that was the only one out of those 2. And that gives me 3. So actually, that's really good.
Wow, yeah, that
If
is.
you can get to Sao Paulo at the end of your turn, I can meet you there and I can recon.
Yeah, boy.
Or even if you were close, right, 1 step away.
No, he has to be in Sao Paulo to get the.
Card.
Oh yeah, to get the card.
I guess you can move him. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, that doesn't work.
It's
Yeah.
better for you to be.
Yep.
Or Jacksonville still would be okay.
I'm sorry, Miss Jacksonville. Woo, 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 woo.
But Sao Paulo would be easier because then I could do it all in one spot.
Well, we'll see, because I might get a star, which would be unfortunate. Actually, I can just fly there, too. I have runner.
Right.
What's runner do?
As an action, discard a city card while in a haven or supply center to move to any location on the grid.
Right, and that might be
Wow.
worthwhile to do.
Yeah, I forgot we gave you that.
Which is why I'm hoping I don't get a star.
You'll be fine.
I think you're gonna
Until
be
that
okay.
character dies.
All right,
First scar is death.
Cairo.
Cairo.
that's where I'm at. Please not another Cairo.
Cairo.
Oh,
What are the chances?
obviously high.
Incident.
Yeah.
Actually, I already had a scar once. I just cleaned it off all the way.
Oh wow.
So what happens if you leave that place?
No, if he starts his turn there, that's the first thing you do is check for exposure, and you scratch off one of these for exposure.
Right.
Can I put cubes there still, right?
Yep.
I just
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
end my
You can
turn
move
there.
into it.
Yeah, but I don't know if that. But exposure is if
It's
if
the
I'm on
green
spot with
cubes
a green
there.
Cube,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether or not there's another cube.
Yep.
I'm just thinking so it doesn't get a double exposure.
Steve's in trouble.
You know what I mean?
I don't know that it does that way, but I'll look.
My turn?
Anyways, yeah, it's your turn.
Well, yeah, it doesn't. You don't get double exposure if there's 2.
So I could
cubes
end my
there.
turn there?
No, you will get exposure if you start your turn there. And
I
there's a
know,
play
I'm
cube.
saying I can end my turn there.
Yes, but then
and
Steve would.
And drop cubes there.
Yes, but then Steve would have to move you out.
I'm realizing that.
But he wasn't going to. He wants to try and open up Sao Paulo or to open
Yeah.
up that.
Do I not put cubes there then right now?
Can't you?
You can take 2 from Joe.
Yeah, I have 2 cubes. So you can move in 1. Take
Yeah.
for. Is that a free action or what is that?
Whenever you do the transfer, you may give or take supply cubes from a player in any location.
It's a free action. So
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
a free action to steal them from me.
I guess I'll steal them from you. Move for 1. Drop
for
for
two.
2. You move out for 3.
Put another one down while you're there. So make 1 and drop 3.
Because you can drop as many as you want for 1 action. So he's saying make 1.
Well, I was gonna make 1 and hold on to it.
Wait, move, drop. Yeah, you only took in 3 actions, right, to move out 1.
Right, to move back.
So he's
out.
saying you could have took it to me for free, moved for 1 before you dropped them. So say you did this.
Yeah.
You could make 1 more
Yeah.
for your
And drop
second
all
action,
3
and then
instead
drop
of-
all 3 there,
I would, just so we don't have to go on Cairo. Hopefully anytime soon.
Okay.
since it's infected
and then move out in whatever.
for your
direction.
4th action.
Right.
I don't know if I would have moved that way, but
You
I
might
guess,
want to go
yeah.
back over to Tripoli. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be
Well,
safer.
Tripoli
thinking-
doesn't connect anywhere, does it?
I'm thinking though. No, I mean.
Yeah, it connects to
gotcha.
there. Yeah.
I'm just thinking then, it would be easier for him to go here, go.
It's the same distance, but you're safer there because there's 2 cubes in your way
I
to
guess.
block you if
Yeah.
you think of it.
Okay, give me my cards.
Panic Games.
How many cards can I hold?
7.
7.
Miss
Look,
Panic
another-
Games says Miss Jacksonville. I am for real.
Another prediction.
That's right.
Another prediction.
So the black cubes are good cubes. Yes.
Chicago.
Chicago loses 1.
They're gray, not really black, but
Yeah. So those are supply cubes. The green ones
Washington.
are the only bad ones. So unlike Pandemic, we're actually trying to keep the city supplied.
Okay, Joe, you're out of cubes.
If a city is out of cubes and they come up, then a plague infects the city, and that's bad. So
Essentially, as long as the city has enough supplies to keep the plague away, it'll keep the plague away.
yeah.
If it doesn't, it doesn't.
So I could create one, drop one.
It's true.
we should figure out something about these at some point too.
Mm-hmm.
You could also move it and protect Jacksonville, so neither one of us get his card.
Well, you could create one, drop
How many
one.
cards can I have? 7?
Is that 2 to do that? Creating and dropping is 2. 3, yeah.
By the way, I have 2 of these. I'm probably gonna use one at some point.
Yeah,
Make sure you clear off the area before you do.
Yep.
I mean, if you're gonna drop cubes in one spot, it's better to drop it in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes better sense. Yeah.
Move for 1, create for 2, 3, drop for 4
I think that makes it's good. What's your special ability?
to build supply centers for 1 less card. But I have to have 2 cubes.
Which we need 3.
Right. No, and that's good, but it just
I
wasn't.
got another produce supplies
No, that could be useful.
and Tripoli.
All right, Josh.
San Francisco.
Okay.
Istanbul.
Thank you, Paul, being a moderator. Make sure that we keep things clean in the chat.
You gotta make sure Matt's mouth is clean first.
Javita says, so the black cubes are good cubes? And Paul said, are you saying they can't be good?
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa.
She said, no, they're perfect cubes just the way they are.
Yeah,
So we're good. We're good.
Cubes of every color are fine. Okay.
That's,
so that's
regu-
on you.
that's regular pandemic.
Yeah.
That's how the flu spreads.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Oh, it's your turn.
You just went.
No, that's my turn. That's my turn. Over. Sorry.
yeah.
I understood
I
where
think
he
you
was
said
going.
it's my turn. That's what I thought.
And
you said.
pass.
Yeah.
There, I'll do that.
There you go. There you go. And pass.
Hand pass. Ham pass.
So yeah, so I started
Are these the same size?
painting some of my
Yes, sir.
miniatures for Arcadia Quest. I got this headband light thing that I saw on. There's a guy called Tabletop Minions.
I have that thing,
Right?
yeah.
Okay. So it's got
Kind
thing,
of.
but then it's got
Is it
like
magnifying?
it's got lenses that you snap in, and
Oh.
they're multiple things, and it's like and it's also got a really bright like little light off of it. It's perfect. Like it's so good.
Do you want me to fix Washington or Istanbul?
Probably Washington.
Okay.
Because you can
I mean,
fix,
they're-
you
they're
can fix
both-
Washington and get to Sao Paulo still, right?
You got to think they're both 4 and 4.
How many Washington cards have come up already, though?
1.
2?
I think since we started this, since
One?
we
Just
reshuffled,
one?
it's
Wow.
right?
Yeah,
That's
same
okay.
thing with Istanbul.
And that may have been all that was in there originally. I don't remember. I don't remember how many cubes we put on there to start.
Not
Two.
sure myself either.
2. Put 2 on everything.
So there's one more.
Right, but did something get dropped off in those spots?
Yeah.
And I don't remember for sure.
I won't be able to get back to Sao Paulo.
You could if you do for Washington, right?
Oh,
Can't you do the runner and jump?
well, I'd have to go here. I have to be in a research center.
Okay,
supply
so
station.
so
You move for 1,
so
make and drop for 2.
Yep.
Move for 3, and then run.
Oh, yeah.
to Sao
I
Paulo
mean,
for
do you want me
4?
to burn a card to go to Sao Paulo?
well, if you do, then on my turn I could meet you there and open up that spot. We can
That's
recon it.
probably a good idea.
I mean,
And that
if we
completes
don't-
another
and-
objective.
and yeah, that completes one of our objectives. It does a couple things. I'm not saying we have to.
It might
but
complete 2 because it might pull up a Lost Haven. We don't know.
I have no idea, yeah.
And then we could just focus on this dumb thing.
That's going to be tough.
It's all going to be you. Or me.
Uh-huh.
But I'm sitting out here doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to do that a lot.
What do you want me to get rid of?
Probably the black one, I
yeah, I was
guess.
gonna say since
Cairo?
the Denver one, we can still potentially. Search.
Oh, yeah, because that's another one, isn't it?
I know I'm close to it.
But the red one has to be done? Is that how it goes?
Yes.
Yeah, the red one is.
It says mandatory.
Okay.
We could almost do this soon too.
I guess we just don't have many black.
Well,
okay.
I don't think we have.
Not that many have come up yet. That's
Yeah.
why
And it may not be important for that.
we've literally discarded no cards yet. So.
One, you did because you used. the
Well,
one
yeah,
that-
yeah, that's true. Yep, the
Both.
produced supplies. Yep.
Like good.
Ooh, girl.
London,
London loses one, and
London Bridge is falling down.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Good thing that we put something there.
Okay.
All right.
Steve McQueen's turn.
All right.
Scar.
Steve and Matt are a bit quieter.
Scar.
Matt's just always quiet.
Check for exposure.
Yeah, I know.
I can turn Steve up though. Matt is literally maxed out.
Can you make me louder anyway?
No.
Can you try?
Go to voice training.
Nothing. There's
Put your
damage,
mic
but it
more
didn't-
centered.
It
Should I
didn't
clip
hurt
it on my
any,
beard?
Yeah, there you go.
It was,
That'll be too
it,
loud.
it
Put
was
it more
one
centered.
more,
Why
but
do you
it was
clip it
nothing.
off over
Excellent.
Good.
Good.
So no scar.
Is this better?
here? No.
All right. So
Why is Matt dumb all the time?
Is this better, Joe? What if I'm just really quiet?
No,
You're just talking
Okay, is this
quietly.
better?
Yeah, it's better there.
Okay.
But
No.
I mean,
Just put it in the center, not way off up on your collar.
I think we had it here last time and it was better.
yeah.
yeah,
probably.
It usually is. All right. So
You
so
could
I
always
do
push the gain on him.
Is that better,
up.
Paul?
one.
It's not Paul. It was
Is that better,
Javita.
Kelsey?
Yeah, it sounds like mic placement rather than balance. Thank you.
I say you could always just max him out.
All right. So
on
we
gain.
have one. We have Sao Paulo.
Matt is maxed.
On gain,
It's two.
which is the circle thing above him.
That's pan. That's not gain.
There should be all the way at the very, very
So
top is
discard
gain.
an eligible location to explore the world.
Like, the
location
very,
must
very,
contain a
very
supply
top
center.
of it is
Oh, it's
gain.
gotta contain a supply center.
What?
It's got to contain a supply center. I totally forgot that it's got to contain a supply
What
center.
does?
It's in order to do the recon.
Really?
Yeah.
Ouch.
I would like to renege my turn.
Oh wow, that sucks. What would you do differently?
Recon with any
would've
4
stayed
yellow
over there,
cards from a
for sure.
supply center here. So we have to have a supply center in Sao Paulo.
Well,
to
he
do
just
it.
needs 5 cards now.
He just needs one more.
Yeah. I mean, we still got to do that. That's a mission, so.
Yeah, but you got to discard 5 to do that. And, and if I discard 5, then I don't have the cards to give to do the. Then I wouldn't have the cards to actually turn in for the other piece. Is my point.
I agree with you. I think we still need to try to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Basically, I would have put 2 on Washington and then went and stayed in Chicago. Would have been what I would do differently.
Well, then go back and do it.
well,
No, it's too far out. We can't do that.
I feel like
We have too much extra information.
What extra information?
He's already got his cards. We know what cities were infected. I mean, it's hard to go back after his turn. Like, that's a lot to undo.
I would
Really, but I'm okay with that decision.
Thank you.
Would you let Steve redo his turn and not take?
well, I mean that we're still in the middle of my turn, so I don't know that it changes anything. As
Well,
far
it
as that
leaves
goes.
you both with 3 cards.
Yeah.
3 white.
I mean, I would rather him fix his 10 ball then.
Right. Well, that was the thing. What
Yeah.
I would probably do is just stay back. Yeah. Okay. So take that back. I'm gonna go here. So I was there still.
Did you scratch your scar? Oh,
I did already. It
You
wasn't
have
a scar.
You have 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has 1 scar, he has 2
I had a
exposure.
scar.
Two
and then
exposure, yeah.
One extra exposure, and nothing else from it. So I could go. Picking up is free, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I go 1,
As hard as it is to believe,
Two.
we're on a team.
What said?
3,
Oh, wait, are you guys playing against each other or as a team?
4.
Yeah, we're a team. Not a great team, but we're a team.
Yeah. We only have 2 of those.
Tripoli. That's where I'm at, Matt. Lagos.
Okay, Josh. Do it to it, Lars.
I think I'm going to end up using one of these.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah,
you're gonna have
it's
too many
good.
cards anyways. So
Yeah, and it's not bad to use now.
Well,
Just
once I
make
get
space.
I can get 2 more cards right now.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm
5,
gonna have
6.
7.
And if you didn't use it, you would have
I'm
8.
saying that if I
Yeah.
use it, I'm good. The question is, do I make, drop, move, do this?
Maybe. Do you do the one with the check mark to resupply everything?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
You wouldn't have anything to drop.
Make.
Yep.
Drop.
Make 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what you said.
Move. Do this.
Do you have to be at a city to do that?
Correct.
You don't.
No, you don't.
It's
So
system wide. You don't. So you could make 2 and drop 2 in
Oh, no,
Tripoli,
it's-
It
but
says at a Haven or Supply Center right at it.
that's local production.
Nope, down
Oh,
below.
no, system wide is too. Yep, you're right. Okay.
So I say make, drop, move,
Mhm.
pin.
I say we put 1 more at Chicago. Because we can, right?
You can. We gotta take away from 1.
I would be fine with that. I don't care which one,
I was
but
gonna say maybe this one.
since you're closer to 1,000, Sonny.
I don't know that it makes a lot of difference because we're going to be pushing stuff back, and he produces fast. So
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know, I don't think it hurts you to not have it near you.
2.
Oh, dang.
No, I don't think so.
Buddy.
What is it?
New
He's
York.
got 4 blues.
New York.
Well, that's tough.
That's my turn.
Wow. I have no idea what I should do. I feel like I need to go to London so Josh can take this from me and build a supply center.
Yeah, but London's too
A long ways away.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I would
Well,
need to try to get down there to build it. That would be the ideal place. So then you could quickly just turn in.
Yeah, so the
4
supply-
yellow.
Yeah, but you have to have the things of the right color. So it would have to be.
Yeah, you
4
have to do yellows here to build it.
Oh, do you?
Right.
Yeah.
And I have to
again.
do-
Technically, you could have some of that because there's technically he's got 3, and that would you only need 4 to actually build them.
Mhm.
So we'd be.
The problem is
close
it's
to
so
doing-
hard to trade
Right,
because you have
it's-
to be on the
it's getting all
cities.
the trading going
I could
on.
also move to New York and Steve could jump you over to me on his turn maybe.
Oh yeah,
And you could
I
take New
definitely
York
do
from
that.
me and that would give you 5 to build on your turn. That would be one of them.
Would I just build it wherever I'm at, or
You could build in New York, you can move to London and build it. I mean,
The plus about building it in London is that it opens up the ability to open that new space.
that's true.
Because if you don't, then you're kind of wait. You know, like I'm not saying you have to, but I don't know that that's.
Right. Okay.
I mean, we still need to do the supply centers either way.
yep.
So if you're gonna do it, I mean, doing it in London is probably as good as any was. But you may
and it
just
could
do
and it could
wherever.
up London to a 3.
Yeah, assuming it's not already otherwise. Yes.
Well, don't worry about my turn, which is 5
Yeah.
turns from now.
I can make 1, drop 1, move. Or make 2, drop them, and then move to New York.
Either if you can help it, Joe, try and end close to New York or London. It doesn't matter what way you go. Do whatever you think is best to get you close to New York or London.
I'll make 2.
Because then I can move Josh to him at the point and have him start the turn with that.
And I keep 1 on my card, I guess. Just in case Josh needs to steal one for some reason.
I can pick up all 3 for free.
Oh, you're there, aren't you? Okay. So I can make 2, and I can drop them in Jacksonville or New York.
Well, I mean, 2 New Yorks were pulled. I'm just thinking
Well, if we get an infection.
one
How
ju-
many Jacksonville?
1 Jacksonville.
Okay. I'm going to drop them in New York then. Because I feel like another infection or epidemic's coming soon.
Yep.
So create, move, drop.
Yep.
Okay. New York.
Hey.
And it's got,
A search.
this card counts as 2 cards of its color for the build the supply center action here. So actually if I have 2 cubes now,
You're actually good now.
Yeah, I am.
You just need the 2 cubes.
in
So we
Istanbul.
might want to leave that for him.
Which you could just pick them up on the way.
That means I can go and
Yeah.
turn recon.
You would
Yeah,
have to
you-
do it first.
Yes. Yeah, you'd have to wait till after my next turn.
But that is still feasible.
Mhm.
That's not out of the question.
All right, I have 7 cards.
Yeah, I have 7 also.
Flip our 2.
What are you guys playing against?
Sao Paulo.
Oh wait, Okay, got you. You guys just hate each other, duh. Yeah.
Washington.
Paul said there may be an inadvertent traitor. There's always an inadvertent traitor.
Yeah.
Not me.
It's Josh. It's
It's
Josh.
Matt. Matt's setting up the cubes. He's screwing the game.
I don't know, man.
I think I'm gonna try and add the Twitch chat back to this window now that it seems to be running better.
I think it's too small, though, is the problem.
I could read it from here.
Yeah, but if you're watching on your phone, which most people watch.
No. I mean to the sides.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Not like
Just
on,
so that we could see it, not
Yeah.
that it would be.
not on
everybody.
the actual video.
Yeah.
Gotcha. When you said that, I thought you meant back on the video. I was like, I don't think that
I
looked
could
good.
put it like right
I don't think
here
it. I don't
or
think it
something
looked.
like that. Or
I don't think it looked good.
No. Like just with a, you can make it with a blank background, like, and it will just come up and it'll disappear. Like it just appears on the screen and then disappears. That's how I had
So
it. On,
it's like it's more like
I
a
understand.
notification as somebody puts
Yeah.
it on and then it goes
I
away after
understand.
2 seconds, yeah.
we're also thinking about adding some music lowly to the background. I don't know what you guys think
What
of that.
square is that?
That
Do you want to fix Washington or
Is-
San Francisco?
I'm just wondering.
Twitch alerts, which
Um,
isn't working.
I feel
Obviously.
like you should probably
I don't know
fix
why
one of
still.
them.
I can't get that to work.
Whichever one you choose.
It works when I test it,
I don't.
but if anything happens
I
when
don't
we're
think
live,
that
it
there's
does not work.
There's a definitive thing to say that one over the other is going to be more likely to go off. Do you guys? There's nothing definitively
Okay.
showing. Well, wait. Do we have any? Do we had any San Francisco's yet?
The one's been there, but not started.
Francisco.
No. Yes,
One.
one.
Okay, so
One.
it's not in there.
Right. And
One
it's the only
Chicago,
one,
one
right.
Washington.
Right. So I
So
would say.
Washington.
So yeah, Washington is the one that'd be more likely. To,
2, 3, 4.
all right. Nice.
Oh.
I say what's gonna happen is it's gonna be San Francisco.
Increase.
Yep. And then bottom nut one,
Infect.
New York.
New York. Oh. But it's there. All right.
That
And
sucks.
then,
That's 5.
yep. And then shuffle and put it on top.
Yep.
It's gonna be tough. Hopefully New York isn't what comes up. Oh.
It's very amusing.
Man game was also to draw another line.
Yes.
It might be better to draw a line there than there.
That's not in your city.
Yeah. It needs. You have to put new cities on.
Oh,
right.
new cities,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Ultimately, yes, a line there would be great.
Again, if we can explore one of the other areas, that would be even better because then we reach into the new area. But whatever. Interesting. Do really we need to?
It's 2 cards.
We very quickly need to.
New York.
Oh.
Man!
We'll wait for him to come down to finish that part, and then like you.
Istanbul.
In Istanbul. Yeah.
Man.
When
Well,
he comes
I
down,
mean,
because he may have a scar, and if he does, then he needs to make that
That's
decision.
not till the start of his turn.
that's not till the start
Oh,
of his
that's
turn.
true. That's right. That's right.
New York got hit.
So hopefully.
It was
Oh,
it was.
you know what? I can move him out.
Thank you. It was the
Yeah,
bottom, and
Yeah,
it got
I can move him out.
pulled.
Oh, really?
That was
Yep.
your
So it
turn.
got wiped of all the cubes, and then it was the first card on top.
Wow, of course.
Thank you for the water.
You're welcome.
This
But
will equal
that
my
may not make
eight
any difference.
ounces a day today.
Okay, so
That'll make
right
your what?
there.
My 8 ounces of water today.
Oh, okay.
This is 16.9 ounces.
Yeah.
This will be my third one, plus one of those, plus a glass of water this morning. Just from flushing my body with water, I've lost 6 pounds of water weight. Which is stupid.
Dump Island.
Dump
It's
Island.
because I'm peeing like every 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not different than normal, though.
Mm,
You've always peed every... When we went to Origins,
that was diarrhea. That was
Josh went to the bathroom
That was-
every 30 minutes, it
I
felt
was,
like.
I was peeing out my butt. I think
I-
I had nervous poops and like legit poops.
All right. I'm gonna
Yeah.
discard.
I think it was like working poops, like I
Istanbul one.
like it was a new thing, so I was super nervous about interviewing,
Um,
and then just not feeling good.
I move Joe to me. That'll be my second.
Yes.
How do we want to do this, Jim?
I'm just going to build it.
3.
And you come to London and discover.
Okay, but I'm gonna get
will-
2 cards. I'm gonna have to discard.
You're gonna go to London. Oh, right.
discard the black cards. I mean, it doesn't. They're not as
I
important.
mean,
as
I
the
could
other
do
ones.
as long as you guys pick up all the supply cubes.
That's gonna be the issue. We're not gonna get them up before you're next.
You could pick them up from Dump Island on your way. Wait, where are you at?
Here, so I could.
Yeah.
Or you could just, you don't have to use the special ability. You can just use to refill the one that you're on even.
Still for an action.
I know, but you get rid of the card too, though,
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
just discarding
Well,
it.
no, this one has
See
check
what I'm
marks.
saying? We have so many of them. We each have at least one.
Okay, so the 1, 2.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Just use it there. I'm just thinking to refill 3 of them makes more sense. The more cubes, the better.
But we're going to run out of those, and I don't think we need to do because, like,
Yeah, true.
we're not even going to have enough cubes to fill that much.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Is the better we do, the less cubes we have, right?
To some extent, yes.
Yeah.
It's all about the cones.
The cones.
It's all about the
Yeah.
cones.
I don't get it.
The cones of Dunshire.
All right.
No.
I'm gonna produce 1 gray cube and put it onto there.
All right. Bold move, Cotton.
Yeah.
Let's see if it
'cause
pays
that's
off.
as good as-
Anybody watch new shows that they like?
All right.
I finally finished
2 cards,
this
please.
that superhero show that was on Amazon.
Mhm.
Finally,
Epidemic.
Okay.
that's not good.
That's
gonna
not
be real
good at all.
That's
Bye
not
bye.
good
New
to
York's
go.
about to get hit twice. Washington.
Oi.
So Washington all comes off.
Yep, which means that'll be infected too.
Oi.
Oh yeah, I mean
How many cards are there?
3.
There's only 3 there?
Yes.
Yep. And we draw 3.
Well, I mean, don't even shuffle them, Josh. What's the point?
It matters, Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Istanbul first.
Istanbul.
See, we're fine.
Washington. Oh no.
And
And New York.
oh my god. Wow.
Did this go up twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's very.
We're having a
tough.
rough go of it, guys.
But what's good is I mean it only goes down 1.
No matter how many green cubes are there, yeah.
Correct.
6, 7. Yeah.
Won't they outbreak?
If you get 3 of them, yeah.
If you get a 4th one.
Yeah, like if you
Right,
add another
right.
one, then
Yep.
yes, they would up.
Correct.
All right.
So not just 3, it's 3
Steve, if you
plus
could
one
get
more.
stop getting epidemics, that'd be great.
That's like 2 real close back to
That
back.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a long time in between them, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want
Steve got the first one, and then
And
Matt,
then there
Matt
was
must-
another
Matt got
one.
on his
Yeah.
turn, yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough.
But it was
Whose turn?
Well,
is
hopefully
Yours.
it's yours now.
Holy
Just became yours.
moly. So what do I want to do, Joe?
And end in London.
Go there and
Yeah,
in London.
at some point end in London. But
So pick up for free.
unless Steve's willing to move. Well, then I'd have to stay there. You'd have to.
I'm
stay.
gonna-
Well, you start your turn there, right? So
Do that for
yeah, you can actually end wherever you
Thing?
want,
and Steve can pull you back
and
to
I
London.
can pull you to there, assuming we don't need to do that otherwise in between.
So that's one action.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Josh.
Hmm.
Can you pick them up and then give me some?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
Another free action?
Yep.
Okay. Then where do you want me to go? Should I drop it so I'm at Istanbul?
It might be worthwhile.
Or you can go to New York, and
Yeah, but then I'm staying there.
but Steve's gonna pull you off to him at the beginning
Yeah,
of his
true.
turn.
I'll be required to, so you
Yeah.
have to keep that in mind.
But
You're
but
essentially
isn't there
setting-
another Istanbul or New York card close to the top?
There could be.
Could be.
How would
got-
it get infected otherwise?
It was on the bottom from the last infection.
No, it was in the discard pile.
There was one, yes.
There was one.
It was on the bottom and in the discard pile.
Correct. So that means now there's 2.
Pretty
Correct.
close to the top.
Correct.
Probably.
That means another New York could come up
Yes,
quickly.
good point.
So you've taken one action.
1, 2,
Hold on,
3.
hold on. What? Oh, you were in the thing.
Oh, but then you can't give Matt cubes.
It's free.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Should I drop 3 there?
I would.
And it protects you. It protects as much as you can be protected there.
That's my 4th action, but I can still take free actions, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna just do it
What-
before
what
you
does it
take your
say in your
fourth
thing?
action.
Take transfer, give
Yeah.
supplies.
Unless Joe needs any.
How many do you need? How many do you want?
I would like 2,
I can build them on my turn.
because that way I can build one and drop 3 in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
I knew there was a limitation. That's why I asked. I remember it at one point. You couldn't do something with it. I just couldn't remember what. That one counts as 2.
It does.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Be a blue one.
it is.
Oh, good.
Ooh, okay. So how many do you have in all?
He's got 5 blues and 3 blacks, so he needs to get rid of 1 card.
What does search the land, search the sea? That's interesting.
That's because over here you
can
could
search
search.
on it twice.
You would if you search the sea, it means you would actually find a haven potentially. That's the thing we would need to do to open that up.
That's cool.
So it's like. So
I'm
to make-
assuming
I would
get rid
drop
of
a
these
black-
two.
yeah,
You only need to get rid of 1. You have 8
7.
cards.
Yeah, that it doesn't count as 2 while you have it in your hand. Yeah.
Man, I'm tempted to say get rid of San Francisco because you don't need it.
Yeah, but do we need the black? That's the thing. We don't necessarily.
Well-
it's not like in the other game where we have to have the blacks to.
Right. Well,
Yes,
we need 3 supply.
Oh yeah, and
Centers.
that only puts me 1 card away then.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's why I was
Well,
saying.
do I get rid of San Francisco or do I get rid of
You have
like
to discard
New
them
York?
anyways. to
Either
get
way,
to
you're gonna have to
recon.
discard it to recon, so it doesn't really matter.
Like
So
you-
on your
like-
next turn, you're gonna have to discard all of those remaining ones anyway, all but
Right.
1.
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll search next time. It's not required.
3,
Yep.
Jackson,
Ouch.
Washington.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Move it.
Yeah, move it down again, right?
Chicago.
Chicago's fine.
It is.
My turn.
Yeah.
I'll build 2. And then I will build a supply center for 4 cards and 2 supply cubes.
Okay.
Should I go to Dump Island and pick
Yeah.
up those cubes?
How many actions do you have left?
1.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do that. You have
I
something
mean,
else?
he can't
Well,
really
the
do
only other
anything
thing I was
else.
thinking, there is one other thing that you could do if it was worthwhile. You could take one of those black cards that you have, right? And you could use that card to go directly to that city. Now, the only reason why you would maybe do that is because then you're setting it up so that at some point in the future there's the ability to trade off the last one that he needs or vice versa, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if you have Istanbul already, maybe you go to Istanbul if he comes to it later. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
I mean,
throwing
you
that
just
out
need
there
one
as-
more card and you can
Right,
really
I
do
just
You
it.
don't
just
know
need
which-
one more.
I know.
Right. Either one of you do. So that's why it might be worthwhile getting over into that area rather than pick up some cubes.
Either way, I have to go to Dump Island and back because there's no line this way.
If you
He's saying
if
discard a
you discard the
card.
card,
Oh, yeah.
the black card, you
And
go
then I give you
directly to the
Istanbul.
spot, and then after that you would still discard the card, but the point is you'd be near, and then it would just be a matter of
Right.
making one move and whatever.
So it's
else.
just discard the card and travel there, right?
right
To that
right.
location.
And the point is that if
C route to it, which there is.
Which there
right,
is,
right.
yeah.
And so the point is, what you want to do is maybe use Istanbul. That's the best one.
Do you have Tripoli?
No,
Oh,
do
no,
Istanbul
Istanbul's
because
got the
Istanbul's
double.
with the double, right?
Yeah,
And then
okay.
if you get there, Josh, as long as you get there and you trade it to him, he's ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
in the future, you know.
Okay.
So,
Maybe I don't need you.
That's fine. Do
Okay.
It. Do it to it.
If you wouldn't have discarded.
I know, right?
London.
Yeah, it's tough.
London.
That's where Steve's at.
Gotcha.
New York.
Okay. Good thing we protected it.
Lagos.
It's getting dicey.
No, you all might. I don't know. A lot of that needs to be fixed, and a lot of
So
that needs to be
Steve- or
fixed.
Matt's
Yeah, a lot
getting
needs to be
exposure.
fixed, and we still had to do the stuff to win the game too. So
Scar. Matt, say what you're doing. Jeez.
Matt's starting his turn. He checked for exposure. He has it because he's in a bad place.
So we had to.
So he scratched
scratched
off
off.
one of his exposure marks, and it was a scar.
because one of the small ones has more scars on it too.
So now he is the villain from Lion King.
Yes.
So now he has to choose a bad trait to give himself.
You can hold a maximum of 3 supply cubes on your character card for an excess cubes to stockpile. That's not so bad. When you do establish a supply line, you must spend 1 additional nope. After you do search action, you must discard the card you just searched. No. When doing deliver supply actions, you may not put your last 2. Nope. You must end your turn with an odd number of player cards. Nope. Move all supply cubes from your character card to the stockpile every time an epidemic card is revealed. That sucks. Xenophobia, you need 1 extra city of the same color to do recon. Nope. Lose an action cube if you start your turn in a location with a plate cube.
I mean, putting the recon one isn't terrible, because how often does recons actually happen?
You may not use
Well, currently, like not a lot yet, but we have a lot of the world we haven't explored, and I would
Yeah.
assume before the end of the game, we're going to want to do more. Though again, these people may not last to the
Well,
end.
that's
I mean, there's a real
that's
good chance
that's
doesn't
my
happen.
fear. Is like we're taking all the
I
not
think I'm gonna
so
take week.
bad ones.
Okay.
Either week or this one. You guys let me know what you think. You can hold a maximum of 3 supply cubes on your character card. Return excess cubes to the stockpile. That's very rare that I have more than 3.
Okay.
I think it's rare that anyone has more than 3,
Right, and then what's
honestly.
the other
but-
one?
Or overcautious. You may not leave a haven with 0 supply cubes if you have supply cubes on your character card. I usually don't take cubes very often. Overall, week would be less detrimental.
Well, that would be you can't leave without any, so you'd have to have.
You can't
supply.
leave a haven with 0 supply.
Yeah, just I could if there's 3 here, I could take 2 and leave 1, and that'd be fine.
Yeah, that's confused. Can the haven not
No,
have
I
any?
think you
Read
can't
it.
leave
You
with it.
may not leave a haven with 0 supply cubes if you have supply cubes on your character card.
Oh, so
Okay.
you have to at least drop one off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or leave one in the haven.
Yeah, or leave one there.
That makes it
I-
tough for traveling.
Yeah,
That makes it
and-
real tough for
yeah, and I
traveling,
think it'd actually
especially
be bad
if
for
you have
because of the way you
cubes.
produce stuff.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of
So I'll
times
take week.
yeah, especially with the runner thing.
So I
So
just
take
add one
take the
to
week.
3.
Yeah.
Taking this easy one's gonna hurt us later.
Well, there's probably more scars coming. If you
I
remember
know,
last time,
I know, I
and
know,
maybe
I
we'll
know.
get lucky and we just don't have them anymore.
I know.
Scar.
I find it amusing you guys put it at the bottom.
Well, in the other one, they did that way. Like there was a section for one and a section for the other, so that's
Yeah.
kind of why I went that way.
All right. Now what?
Yep. So now the rest of your turn, man.
Okay, I'm gonna drop 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna move, make, and I can drop for free.
Nice.
You can do that more than once per turn, right?
1 turn when I make, I may also drop. So 1 action I just made.
Okay. One
The
action.
second action I made and dropped.
Right.
Right.
And the first time you just dropped, you already had them. Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Right. So 2.
Oh.
You might.
Okay. How
Oh.
many do you have total?
8. Discard it, I guess. Or that.
Yes,
Do you need
two.
Denver?
Get rid of Denver.
We're not.
It's a blue.
We don't need. For what do you? We
I'd
don't.
rather get rid of this. We have 3 on the board.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's,
we
that's
do.
not
Yep.
hurting us to do
Yep,
that.
that's true.
That's not really hurting
All right.
us.
Cairo.
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 Thank God it's Cairo twice.
Tripoli.
That's okay too. It sucks, but it's still better than it could have been.
Yep.
All right, my turn. Yeah?
Steve's turn.
Okay. All right, so I want to get. So
Yes.
I'm moving you to there.
That's one action.
I don't need to give you anything.
Mhm.
You have that.
Hmm.
That's 1. 2. Pick those all up.
I should update this so it says like pro playthrough of Pandemic Legacy Season 2.
Professional edition.
Professional edition. Pandemic Legacy Season 2 Professional edition.
Yeah, it's interesting how some other YouTube channels put out things like
Two.
playthroughs or guides super late. Like
3.
Can't think
to
of the
pick up,
name.
Right? Yeah. So that's 2.
Redhead chick, Felicia. No, is it
Yeah,
Felicia?
Felicia Day.
What show was she? What
Geek
channel?
and Sundry?
Geek and Sundry. They just put out a how to play Point Salad.
Again, they're paid for their playthrough, so
Yeah, but literally, I think the company has a how to play the game.
All right, I'm gonna use one of these as my
Water
third.
tastes weird.
sorry.
Yeah,
It's just water,
I
Josh.
kind of marked it off.
It's not
so
fancy.
so put one more here in Chicago, and one more here.
Oh, yeah.
Because it can only
We have
go
enough
2.
to fill them all.
And that's 2 is the max it can do because
Yep.
that's its population.
There we go.
Right, and that's and we're doing that. So that was my
Good
third
call.
action. I got one more action.
That was beautiful.
Um,
I'm gonna put it up here on the island.
You can pick up those cubes at Dump Island again before you leave,
Yeah. Then I can always steal them from you.
and go to Istanbul and drop them, because Istanbul's looking weak. Unless you use them somewhere else, I guess. But
I can
I
always,
don't have enough. I can't drop. I'm not going to be able to drop anything anywhere because I don't
Okay.
have the ability to do that.
If you have nothing else, you can move to the Thousand Sunny in the hopes that you get a yellow
That was
card.
what I was. That was what I was thinking. Because if
Because
I can go
I'm
down
clearly
there,
gonna
I
make
could
it.
actually get that next piece started. Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
take from me, Joe?
Not
What do you
much
mean?
on the same space.
I'm just thinking I could travel, I could discard
I'm gonna move there.
Istanbul, travel
I think that
there,
makes
and then
more
Joe
sense.
could take from me on my turn
two
and
cards?
build there.
You can give to me on your turn.
You can't take.
I can
Tripoli
take too.
and
Yes.
London.
I'm just thinking
If you can end
Build
there,
this.
7, 8.
travel there,
Um,
give you.
Yep.
And drop off some cubes there.
We're not going to need blues in a minute, I don't think, right? I mean, it kind of seems like that's the case.
We're about to get rid of a bunch.
We currently don't need blue.
Right, but I mean, that's the point. Once you do yours, we already have a supply
Yeah.
in the blue.
Technically,
already
this
have
is
the
supposed to
thing.
be 2.
nope.
No,
We've only built one.
that one was from last
Oh,
time.
damn.
So I'm
Yep.
going to drop.
This game's getting tight.
Nah. That's close to building one
I'm
in
gonna
Sao
drop
Paulo
Washington,
next turn,
actually.
which means the game will end before Steve.
I'm going to drop Washington.
Well, no, because we haven't connected a new city, right?
Yeah, we
so.
still have.
3 objectives.
Yeah, we
dude.
need 3 objectives.
Well,
That's
Josh is
one
going to
objective.
recon right now,
Yes, that's true.
so we just need to connect one new city.
Flip our 2 to do our. Or
3 of them,
to,
yeah.
3 to infect, so to speak.
New York,
New York again?
Yeah.
Ouch. Maybe we should have built in New
Sao
York.
Paulo,
Uh,
San Francisco.
Called
that one a while ago.
yeah,
Forgot about
but,
San
but
Francisco.
it's been a while since we were even
Uh-huh.
aware of it. So,
I forgot. Josh's turn.
Josh's turn.
If we get 2 more plate cubes, the game's over.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to do the recon before we do
I'm gonna do recon.
recon with 4 unique blue cards from a
New York,
supply
Denver, Chicago,
center
London.
Here. Package 4.
Boom. That's 2. 1 done.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow, who opens a box like that? What is wrong with you?
Wow.
at least my name's not Matt.
Good. Give
Got
me
him.
a bad name.
Well, there's a lot of
Yep.
a lot of things in here.
I like how it's still. Is it still white on both sides?
No.
Oh.
Recon report.
I thought it was white on both sides. I was like,
Recon
I don't want
report.
to.
We found Europe
Yay.
struggling as much as the rest of the world. But surprisingly, there are some old military bases with functioning aircraft.
Oh.
Woo! We can adjust our supply centers to include a landing strip, and the havens already have old runways we could put back in use. This could be tremendous in our efforts to get around an ever-growing grid.
That's amazing.
This package includes 14 cards and 2 sticker cards. We got new... Add these stickers to
New
your
actions?
reference cards.
Nice.
Yes. We have a
And then
action.
new shuttle flight thingy. And then what happens to all these? Do I look at them? Burn
Yeah.
'em?
Yeah, you turn them over.
It should just be
They,
cities.
there'll be cities that are
They
added.
either go here or
No,
to the...
they don't go in
Until we
either
get the
one
city.
until we give explore.
Oh,
they're done
right.
whatever.
Okay.
So technically, they go off to the side, and we do
Cool.
have new.
We got unrationed event, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
There's going to be Moscow, which has scratch on it.
Yeah,
St.
there we go. I was like,
Petersburg
it's
has
open
scratch
I was
on
gonna say,
it.
yeah, there's another... I was gonna... What happened to the...
Oh, wow. There's an opposite side to it? Oh, look at that.
I press this turn over and continue reading.
Read both sides of this card, then keep it in the reserve. Thanks, Joe. Open the following door. 64. These all go here, right?
I got it.
No, they do not.
No, they do.
Not
No
until
big
we
deal.
not until we find the city
Oh,
and
yeah.
connect to it.
Do you have my sticker? Joe, you want to put my sticker on for me?
Sure.
What number was it?
64.
They're 2 different colors.
You have
Yep.
connected a new city, Paris. Add the player cards for Paris
Hold
to
on,
the...
hold on. When you open 64, do 64 before you do the next part.
Correct.
So add this sticker to the board. You can add it if you want me to. I'll add it.
You want me to add that?
I'll add the sticker. How's that?
Yeah, you did great the last
Thanks,
time.
Paul. That's right. Oh
I
my.
didn't do that.
You're getting ahead of yourself, Matt.
Patty.
You have connected a new city. Paris.
Does that count
It has a line.
for connect to new
Yeah.
cities?
Yeah, it will. It should. It should connect. It's new
2
cities,
objectives
new cities.
down.
I mean, it says you have connected a new city.
Yeah.
Add the player cards for Paris to the
I'm on
player
Istanbul.
discard pile. Add the infection card for Paris to the game end area. Put other player.
Sorry, I thought that was under the sticker.
Put the other player and infection cards included in this package
Hold
in
on,
the
Josh,
reserve.
I have not been listening to you.
Because you're watching him. You can't
Yes, I am
listen. You
watching.
can't listen and watch, Matt.
No.
I didn't
Jesus
hear
H.
anything that you were saying either, so.
We got Paris. Congrats. Put the Paris cards in, which Matt already did because he's an ass.
That's good. That's fine. It worked now. It's about time. Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
We got Paris.
Okay.
Add the infected cards. You already did. Add them to the game end area. You already did. Put the other player and infection cards included in this package in the reserves. Finally, give the relocation, unradiation event card to a player to add to their hand.
Let's see what it does.
Tell us what it does.
But wait, there's more.
Unrationed event. Relocation. Destroy up to 3 copies of one specific city in the infection discard pile. You may play this card between steps 2 and step 3 of an epidemic. Destroy this card after use.
Wow.
That might be useful.
There's 2
That might be
Kairos
useful
here.
right away.
Well, you destroy up to 3. You might want to wait for 3. Isn't there 3 New Yorks?
There's 2 New Yorks. I think that's all there is, though, because there's only as many as the number that started. We didn't improve it though.
Yep, it's 3 with no sticker.
Okay.
But it has to be in the discard pile.
Correct.
Oh, there are 3 New Yorks in the discard pile.
We could never have to worry about New York again.
Yeah, right there. 3 New Yorks.
Play it anytime, not in action.
We could, like Matt said, never have to worry about New York again.
How do you feel about that, Steve?
It's of the same
I
city?
don't dislike the idea.
Destroy up to 3 copies of one specific city.
Okay. That makes New York safe forever.
I mean, I still have to pull my cards, right? I haven't even taken my turn yet. I turned in. I did the.
right.
Right,
Right
you
now.
haven't. I mean,
Well,
we
it
can
says
hold
use it
on for a
anytime.
second. Yeah, we can use that. We can hold on for a second.
You can give it to
until
anybody.
Right.
Unless we get an epidemic and all those cards go away.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it
it's
says
not an action to use it.
You
so.
may play this card between step 2 and 3 of an epidemic.
Okay.
We'll leave them there for now, but yeah. So just leave
Yeah.
it in front of you. So that
Yeah,
was your
just
first
hold on
action,
to it.
right?
Yeah, that's fine. Well, how many cards do you have? You have plenty of room for cards, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense for you to have it at this point.
Okay.
I say we clear it, but
We opened A and 12.
We probably will, but we don't have to do it right this second.
Oh,
What?
never mind. Reading the wrong card.
The problem is like Joe said, the game's going to end on Matt's turn
yep. Before we explore South.
before we recon South America. Because Joe's going to open another one,
Unless
which
you
will
want
put
me to
this to
wait.
2.
I can just wait here in
And
Istanbul.
then Matt does it. That puts us at 3. We finished all 3 missions.
Well, the issue with waiting is that then we run the risk of then having more populations
Or
go
losing
back.
the game.
Yeah.
Or losing from things because 2 more and we're done. We just straight up lose. I mean, we could technically actually lose before
Mm-hmm.
it even gets to Matt's turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's worth waiting and hoping. I think
Correct.
it's better off to get it done if we can, and if it works out, we work it out otherwise. But I don't know how we could do.
We're also close to an epidemic.
Yeah, we got to be, because it has been a few cards since we've gotten one. So
And that means San Francisco can be hit again. I think I'm still going to go to Joe, right? Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Otherwise, I can't do it. So
Yeah. Should I steal some cubes from you, Steve? So then when
you're
I'm
more
over
than
here,
welcome to do so.
I mean, it's a free action.
Right?
So now we can fly. That is so amazing. Oh, that is so good.
Shuttle flights.
Yeah, explain what it is.
Haven or supply center to any other Haven or
So
supply
essentially,
center.
any of these or any of the supply centers, just fly to them. So now, starting with
Give me
supply centers
whatever.
on the board is
You want to give me that many?
amazing.
Sure, why not? Because
It
it's
theoretically won't get to
probably
Steve's
not
turn.
getting back around to me.
True.
I mean, if he gets back around to me, something else went real bad, and I don't think me having
Okay.
two extra cubes is gonna make any difference.
Do you want me to discard Istanbul,
No, you're not discarding a symbol because you have to have the same.
fly?
He's got
he's got
another
two
with the one that
symbols. I
counts
didn't
for 2 as
I
well.
didn't realize he had
So
two
that's
symbols.
action 2,
Mm-hmm.
action 3,
Yep.
action 4.
Yeah, to make sure that there's nothing else that bad happens there.
Do you want to use that? No, I guess.
I mean,
There you go.
Sorry.
Always on his phone.
Yeah, it's the wife. Sorry, it makes a difference.
New York.
Washington. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, am I?
Wait.
I gotta flip.
It's got to
Joe.
flip the
Oh,
blue
yeah, that's right.
infections.
I gotta pull
Yeah,
this.
the supply.
Gotta pull this back up so then I'm a viewer so we can get our
Sorry.
minimum of
We don't need them anymore.
couple. You still have to maintain for a month, right? Or does
I don't know. That's a good point. I don't
you
know.
probably have to maintain?
I usually the one thing is just having over X amount
Yeah.
of viewers at one time period.
Washington,
Washington loses one.
Tripoli.
Oh,
None there.
ouch.
Which that sucks.
Cairo.
Cairo. There's one there. Wow. Yeah, you just need to make this happen. You get your make that happen, and then what do you got as far as the yellow? Jacksonville.
Just Jacksonville.
Well, okay. For one, hold on a second. For one, you can.
Sao Paulo's got one. Lagos has one. Jacksonville has one.
Right. So well, Jacksonville's not gonna be. So what I was gonna say was, is you can put it down. Move.
Yeah.
So 1, 2.
I could fly here for one. So create the place for one, fly here for two,
Why would you fly there?
and then move here for
oh,
three and
because-
drop.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Or move to Lagos and drop. Your choice. Either one. I mean, I think it's 6 of one, half dozen the other. Which is gonna come up first?
Well, Matt's going to Sao Paulo, so I guess yeah, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
If it
Or
comes up.
Tripoli.
Right. Tripoli would be the other one to possibly
It's
go to.
literally look at the discard and what do you? There's gonna be 3 cards coming up, so
Well, there's less yellow in there, I think, than there was black. 1 Tripoli, 2 Tripoli. There's 3 Cairos in here as well, so no more Cairos will be coming up.
Right.
And there's
Cairo's
Istanbul.
not bad anyways. So.
So we can either destroy all the Cairos or all the New Yorks right now that are in the deck.
Cairo's wouldn't be bad.
It's really far out there.
Yeah, but we're
I mean, it's really far away. That's why it might be good.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because then you get this cluster craziness is a problem.
Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to build for 4 cards. Well, this one for 5 cards, because that one counts as 5, so I have all 5 of them.
No, you only need 4 to do it.
I
If
have
he
to
has
have 2
2
supply cubes,
cubes.
though, and discard them. And I don't have any, so I would have to spend 2 actions making them.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't you still have to do that anyways?
no. You may do the build center, supply center action with 1 fewer card. This one counts as 2 cards.
Right,
So-
but don't you still have to have the 2 cubes?
No,
No.
not to build the supply center.
how many cards did you discard?
4, but one of them counted as 2, so I
Okay.
discarded
Then
5
you're-
cards
Okay,
technically,
you,
yeah.
It's the recon where you have to do the 2 cubes.
Yep.
Is that what it is? Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
No, it's the established supply line.
Supply line, yeah.
Yeah.
I can do the
Right,
my
right,
special,
right,
so I
right.
can. Oh my god, I don't know what to do.
I mean, you going to a thing and then going to one of those 3 places and dropping cubes is our best bet. It's which one is the guess.
How many cards of Tripoli are in here?
2.
How many cards of Lagos and Sao Paulo are in here?
1 of each.
Then it seems like Tripoli is your.
Well, 2 are already gone. That's the point.
What do you mean 2 are already?
2
gone?
of however of 3 are gone. So you wouldn't go to Tripoli because that's not coming back.
We're
around.
not thinking it for an epidemic. We're thinking, what's the next card going to flip
Oh
up? If
yeah,
there's
2
not
are.
an epidemic.
Gotcha. 2 are already
If
in
we
there,
get
and
epidemic,
2's
we're probably done.
and 2's the max.
Yeah, the epidemic is going to be really.
Nope.
Well,
This
epidemic's
one's
a
been
maybe, depending
this
on
one's
what we
been
pull,
dropped,
but
so
we
Tripoli
do
could
like
go off.
Yeah, good.
Tripoli could go off, but there's more possibilities
gotcha.
of that and that.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
remember how many have come up in the game so far.
I'm pretty sure 2 of at least one of them.
Yeah.
For some reason, I feel like there was 2 Sao Paulo because
I
we were quite a
agree.
ways down in that deck.
And you guys are going to Sao Paulo, so I want to protect Sao Paulo, I guess. 1, or that second action.
You're gonna protect
Free
Sao Paulo
action.
or
Yeah.
protect Lagos. Doesn't matter if you protect it. If it goes off, it's game over.
I know.
So I would protect Lagos.
He's just trying to give himself some logic or reason for.
Well, they're both only 1 card of each have come up, so it's likely that
So
either
50-50,
could.
either one's going to come.
Okay.
I'm not good at counting cards, so I don't remember what has been used.
I remember. I know that I'm pretty sure there was an extra, at least 1 more.
Okay.
Sao Paulo, but there might have been 2. Hold on. Do we want to?
This could be between 2 and 3.
Chicago?
Okay. What does that one say?
Survivors are holding on despite supplies being gone for years. You may put 2 supply cubes in Chicago from the stockpile. Is that only when we did
I
the
think
search,
that's only
though?
when we research it. Yeah, that was just from when we searched it. Yeah.
Not when you draw it, right? In Sao Paulo. This card counts as 2 for its color for the build supply.
There you go.
Center action.
Okay, flip, Josh.
Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo.
Jacksonville,
Jacksonville, we've got room
Sao
for that.
Paulo. Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo.
London,
London,
Okay.
we've got room for that.
Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo.
Jacksonville.
We have room for that. Yeah. Okay, do we?
Do we use
I
this
don't-
in destroying?
I think we should.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
I think-
But outside of that, is there anything you want to do that gives us anything else going into the end? You know what I mean? Like you know,
We
how
have 3
there's-
options here. Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just going to start
No, you're
splitting
fine.
these out so we can look at what we have.
I mean, it's 3 actions for me to get there, so I only have 1 other action.
Okay.
So I don't think I can do anything useful with 1 action.
Okay. I didn't know if you could. Where are you at?
Actually, I can do a research center here. It doesn't matter.
Josh, we have a lot of
You could.
options.
You could technically do the research.
Unless
center.
we're wanting to make a permanent. But I don't remember how much those cost, and we're going to be way more likely to make that permanent.
Well, or make this permanent so we could do this easy the next time.
I mean, this one's going to be
Right.
less likely
Correct.
to get in the future because we need to unlock Moscow to even get ABCD.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm thinking if we do Cairo, that's not a bad one to do.
Right, but yellow, if we do one here as permanent supply, then we automatically have the ability to do that.
I'm not talking supply. I'm talking about getting rid of the cards.
Oh,
Yeah, there were 3 each, so we only have 1. So it would make more sense for me to build it here.
Yeah, and do that at permanent supply. So next time we can just
yeah. Right, so we could hopefully, assuming it doesn't get lopped away for some reason, yes, we would be able to do that. Yeah. And yeah, so our choices are Jacksonville, Washington, Cairo, or New York.
And we destroy all of them.
Right. What do you think of that? He was saying
Jacksonville,
Cairo.
Washington.
Cairo, they're listed right there.
Right here. We have 3 of each.
Cairo might be a good choice because it is the farthest one to the out,
Yeah.
kind of outskirty, but
I guess Washington's about the same distance from a haven.
yeah, but
Where's Washington?
it's right here. But
Now
it's,
that we can fly to this and this is a permanent one,
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
So Jacksonville's 2 places away from a haven. 1,
Yeah.
actually.
none of
A
them are
supply
that
center.
far.
2 from a supply center.
Yeah.
Cairo's 1 from a supply center.
Yeah,
New York
I mean,
is 2.
Yeah, I don't think I don't.
what do you mean Cairo's one from?
If we make that one permanent.
Oh, we're
That-
going to this one.
Yeah.
If-
So it's
yeah.
Cairo's two.
I
Depend-
think Cairo's the good choice. I think Cairo might be the good choice.
Forget about Cairo forever?
Play at any time.
So
What does it say?
Destroy up to 3 copies of one specific city in the infection discard pile. You may play this card between step 2 and step 3 of an epidemic. Destroy this card after use. Do we have to wait till that?
no,
You may. It just says
Gotcha.
no.
Play at any time, not an action.
take one. Take one. You destroy that one.
Wait. 1. After 3. 1, 2, 3.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, now we just have to remember that Cairo's safe. And we don't put cubes on it ever.
It won't be hard.
Hey, don't you have to start cubes there?
Ever.
Which is good
Unless
because
the game changes, which it has been known to
Right.
do.
which is
And-
good because we're getting more cities that we have to
Well,
protect
the
in
other
less
option-
cubes every
The other
time.
option with that one would be that
1,
you would still have.
3. My 4th. I can't do anything useful with my
Put,
4th action.
put a house on it. That completes this one. That's game. Do we have to continue? We've
let me
always
make
wondered
sure.
this. I think it
Let me
said.
make
I
sure.
think it
I
says
think it's
game
immediate,
ended.
but I'm going to double check.
Yeah, we'd said this last time too.
Yeah.
I think.
I think you should flip that card. See if it's epidemic.
Yep. Okay. So which include all mandatory objectives,
I doubt it.
or you trigger losing condition. Okay.
I got $1.
Um,
Wow.
What was
Just
next?
as
It was-
the bottom.
It was epidemic. Istanbul. Where I
Would have been
oh
drawn.
yep.
And then I'm sure we would have drawn something.
Yeah.
All right.
Do I keep my cards?
No. I don't think so. But
Okay. So.
so we won again, 3 in a row.
Other side
Oh crap! I
is-
forgot to write last month's on here.
So did I.
First game in- Okay.
What date did we come up with? 6th of August.
Yeah,
Yeah.
8-6. Yep.
Not 8/6.
What's today's date?
6th of August. It is the 10th, the day
Yeah.
before 9/11.
Wow.
Yeah, it was 8-6. That would be the 6th of August. That's what we had said.
6/8/2019.
No, 6-8 is June.
Wrong. Anywhere
doing
else.
military.
Anywhere
I
else in
know,
the
I-
whole
I-
entire world.
Right, but that doesn't count here because it's
It does.
everywhere
Flawless
else, right?
victory.
It'll work way better for this card.
This pen kind of sucks, Joe.
Yeah, I know it does.
Oh, I might have got it to work. Nope. Oh, I gotta put 2 on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are the
Okay,
champions, my friend. Bum, 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 bum.
Hold on 1 second, and then we'll do
Oh.
the game end stuff here. So 0, 9, 10. Yes. How many cities are on the
We had 12.
grid? On the grid.
13, 14.
Yep, we only connected 2 new cities. It's
Okay.
not bad.
All right. So
Gives us
for each location that has at least 1 play cube, decrease that location's population by 1. It only ever goes down 1.
Okay.
So
We need a lot of stickers.
yeah, we need the stickers.
Yeah, and none of them are the same.
Where
in
the
center.
stickers, Matt?
What sucks is this one's gonna go down to a 1. It makes it harder to go back up to a 2.
I don't know why those are in the middle of everything else. It makes no sense for them to be there. Whatever.
That's where Matt put them.
Yeah, you did. You
Yeah, my fear
absolutely
is
did,
if
'cause
we
you put
dip-
them over
if we
there,
dip
you
too
put them back in
low,
there
you know
after
what I
had
mean?
them all out on top.
You know what I mean, Joe?
Yeah, they were like that originally. Man.
Yeah,
I know,
you're
that's what I'm
right.
saying. I don't know why they're like that, though.
I know. I
So you
didn't.
put
I
'em
just
back
didn't
there.
move them.
Right. All right, so we need a 1 for here.
Ouch.
We need a 3 for here.
Washington was a 4?
It was.
Wow.
We upgraded it.
Because
It's
because
not-
we put a. Yeah, we upgraded it.
Yep.
I need a 1 and
We
a.
need a 2 for here.
Oh my Jesus. Yeah. Uno for here,
Yeah, 1 for Tripoli.
That's okay.
and then a 2 for Cairo.
We should. No, I was gonna say don't waste the sticker because I'm sure
No,
we'll
we
bring
still
Tripoli
we're
back
still
up.
gonna put this.
We only have
on
4 credits.
2 for that. And the thing about it is we need to know because again, if something changes something, like more things get added in, then we need to know that.
How much is it to upgrade Cairo to a 2?
1.
All right. For each city that
Of
has
a
a supply
forsaken
center,
city to buy 1.
increase that city's population by 1. So we need a 4 for this one.
Yeah, that's just gonna keep going up, up, up. Ooh.
Istanbul's epic.
3 for London.
That's good.
You can do that one down there.
4 for Sao Paulo.
And a 5 for Istanbul.
Yeah. Because that's the way we roll, baby.
5.
Mm-hmm.
What's nice is it's land, so we can attach stuff finally. So to like hook up
For where?
like
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
It was once Constantinople.
Mm-hmm. All right.
then
And
you
nothing
can-
was in the thing. Okay.
Because then you
so
hook
then,
all this up
so
together.
then this. All right.
Oops.
Right now, open the following doors.
Come on, Matt. What are you doing?
So first one is K.
Add the sticker to the manual. Chart C
What
lane.
did you just do, Joe?
Spend 2 supply
yeah.
cubes from your charter card to draw a C lane from your port location to another port location. Use a pen or marker. The C lane may curve, but it cannot cross land, unexplored areas, or other sea lanes, or more than one red line, like the one below South America.
Right.
So we could build a sea lane from London to.
When you connect a city
St. Petersburg.
St.
to the
Petersburg.
grid with a C
Ooh.
lane, take the matching city cards from the reserve and put them into the player discard pile. Okay, so
I don't know if that's worth it because
Okay.
this is so far out. I
Alright.
think we need to
Then we
connect
need number 24.
this to like here to get like a circle going.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that that gives us the option to do that.
stickers for our cards.
So I'm thinking one of our things is up this to 2. I think another thing is to make that a permanent one.
And that's all of it.
Okay. 47.
It costs 3 to put a permanent.
Yep.
Dang.
47, we got some new stars.
Yay!
Disoriented. When you do the chart C lane action, you must spend one more supply cube. Missing the C. Lose one action if you begin your turn in a location that is not at a port. Embezzler. When you do the make supplies action, also move a cube from the stockpile into the reserve. What does that mean? When you do make supplies action, so making supplies,
You remove it out of the game.
move a cube from the stockpile into the reserve.
I think the
Oh,
reserve will be out of the
that
game, yeah.
blows.
There you go. That's awful.
Your
okay,
sticker's
and
falling
then
off.
E. The letter E is an elephant.
Oh, you didn't line the line up. That's kind of amusing.
It's difficult to tell.
Add this sticker to the manual.
I think it lined up everywhere else.
Stretched too thin. Count the city cards in the player deck. Set aside the number of it's a rule, so we're not doing it at the moment, but it's step 5. Count the city cards in the player deck. Set aside the number of epidemic cards indicated below. In step 7, make this number of piles and then add an epidemic card to each pile.
So it changes the starting setup. So
So
yeah,
more
so
epidemics?
yeah,
Oh,
Maybe not more epidemics, maybe
Yeah,
more.
more
Yeah.
epidemics.
epidemic cards use 5, 6, 7, up to 10.
Oh, wow.
10
Up to 10.
epidemics?
Up to 10 epidemics. If we have 63 or more city cards. So it'll be based on how
Every
many-
6 cards, there'd be an epidemic.
That is
Uh,
amazing.
Yeah, 37
That's
to
really
44. Yep, yeah.
Because
it's crazy.
otherwise we make the game too much easier.
So we
Right,
have to
well,
burn through
well,
these
well,
cards.
Let's be honest here. Look at this thing right here. There was only 5. It was only ever going to go up so far. You knew there had to be more epidemics
Right.
possible because there was only 5 in there to begin with. So,
Do these count as city cards?
what's that?
That's the question. Do
No,
these count
no,
as
no,
city
those
cards?
are-
Okay.
No, it's actual cities. So,
Do we ever rip these up when we do them, or do they just go away?
It'll tell us when to rip them up.
yeah, it'll say to get rid of them in some other way. Okay, hold on one second. Add that to the-
So what do we want to do for our
Hey, hold on.
upgrades?
We got more stuff here.
More.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're currently at 37 city cards.
Yep.
I'm not sure how many epidemics that would be normally.
That'll be 6. And we're actually going to add cards because we've added new things to the board that are maybe not in there.
I put them in here already, I believe. Paris, they were in the discard pile.
Oh.
Paris and Atlanta. There was only 1 card
Yeah,
for
you
each.
put them in this card.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Because remember when you pull it, you put it in the
you-
discard.
Not when you pull it, when you add it to the grid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't know if we would have other things. That's all I was saying. Okay. Yep. So that'll be a lot of fun.
It's interesting that
Okay.
they can't cross lines, so it's gonna be really.
like I said, it's good for drawing London to St. Petersburg right now, and that's it.
And then the next one we won't do until we get to the next.
Well, it
game.
could be
So-
good for here to way down there. or
Mhm.
All
something in
right.
the
So resolve
future.
cards in the game end area. So
If you already pulled them,
we don't have any. That would include these things too. As
Right.
well.
gotcha.
So we haven't lost 4 games in a row, and we don't have a city with a population of 0 yet. So that doesn't happen there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think you could cross those sea routes.
You can.
Can't.
Yeah. So what were we saying you could draw?
He's saying you can go from Los Angeles maybe all the way around and like hit it
You can
right in
go
the middle of
across
Sao
one
Paulo.
red, but not
I
2.
mean, yeah, you could go from Istanbul to Tripoli even. That'd be useful. Is that what you said earlier?
Oh
no, earlier you
I
were
was
saying going
saying
from London
to
to
St.
St.
Petersburg
Petersburg
to discover a new city.
because
And then connect all this crap, because right now London and Paris are kind of off on their own. So I'm thinking if you draw a line from Istanbul to Paris, that would help connect some stuff.
again, right. Well, the only thing about going to there is they're already connected in some way. So they're already.
You
what
can
I'm saying
you
is
can still get to
them.
Paris. Yeah.
You can't get to these others at all. Is my point.
Correct, but I mean, it's far out. It's gonna make it more difficult to get to, is what I'm getting. I mean, it's. My fear is we continue to draw straight lines out to this, and then we have what happens to San Francisco. It's off by itself, and it gets hit.
Eventually, it's not going to be off by itself, though. That's the whole point. And,
Yeah.
and we don't have we may not have a lot of choice in that matter for the time being. All right, so that was that. Spend production
Apologies.
units. So win or lose,
We need
win
to
or
spend
lose, you choose
the
upgrades
time
at the end
to
of the game.
make better
Calculate the number of
routes.
cities on the grid. So what do we have on the grid? 14, right?
That's what we said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get 4.
So 4, plus 1 if you won the game. So that's 5. So yeah. So we get 5. You get an additional 1 if you won the game. Yeah. Any unused units are lost. Do not carry them over to this. So we get 5 points total.
I think you have to put Triple E to 2 because that means Triple E can never have more than 1 cube.
On it at a time. Yeah. Same with San Francisco though. That's at a 1. Same with Atlanta. It's at a 1.
That's not true. You can have more than one.
They just can't start the game
Oh, they
with
can't
more
start
than.
with more than 1.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm just thinking because Triple E has 3 cards in it.
Yeah, I definitely say I'd make Triple E a 2 because it takes way more to go from 0 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I do say permanent. That's 4 of ours.
Yep.
Is anything else on the board at a 1?
Some of the new areas.
San Francisco went down to a 1.
Yeah.
So we can make San Francisco a 2, Triple E a 2, and then make it permanent.
I definitely say permanent down yonder.
Because the only other 1 upgrade left, this card counts as 2.
Right.
Or one of the negative ones, which we didn't run into any of those. For the infections.
Right. We didn't. Interesting.
They're obviously in the bottom half of the deck. They're heavier, they think.
So what does it cost to do a supply? 3. So that'd be 3, and then we have 2 left over, right?
I think making a permanent one makes sense because we need to do that
Does everyone
search.
agree on a permanent?
I
Yes.
think that's probably our best choice.
Because it just makes it harder to not do it.
Top left. Good with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Just kinda
you're going to be
theirs.
drawing lines through that bad boy.
What? It's fine.
Maybe.
I don't.
Most likely.
Yeah,
But that's
That's
fine.
fine.
would have done it.
Always
I would have
always
done
doing
it.
it.
I would have done it
Okay,
right
so
above
that's
it.
3, so we have 2 left,
The only
right?
place.
Yeah.
Ah!
So what does it cost to go from 1 to 2?
1.
1 to go from 1 to 2?
Yep.
So maybe we bump up 2 of those, or is there something else that's worth 1 point that we give?
Not really.
Record keeper, what's that do? Increase your hand capacity by 1. And none of these are upgrades. These are scars.
Yeah. Or there's the well stocked, which is if there are 2 more supply cubes in the city when that card is drawn, do not remove any supply cubes.
It's an interesting one,
Yeah.
but I still feel like it might be better to have more population out on their spots on the thing.
Yeah,
How
I
many
think
San Francisco cards are there?
I think
Oh, well, we
San
can only start with
Francisco
one there,
is a
never mind.
good one to do to 2 because then you can start with 2 on it.
How many
and then,
Tripoli cards are there?
and then you don't have to worry about it.
There's definitely 3.
I think you can also start with more than the 1. Because right there it says population. The only thing it determines is how many are made. If they're
How many supply cubes are placed when using a produce spot? At the start of the game, you can't put more than the population. I know that.
Correct.
It says that in the beginning.
Yeah.
You can't put more than.
Okay.
Yeah, when you supply the grid, you can
What
place
was I
any number of
looking for?
supply cubes,
Tripoli?
including 0 on each location.
Tripoli and
Let's
San
see,
Francisco.
It's a good there might not be enough. Players will have to decide which location they're short the supply.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just for the.
No, yeah, you can actually put more than that. Yeah, you can put any number of supply cubes on each location.
Yeah, the
So
only-
even at the start, you could
The
put
only
more
thing
than
it
that.
determines, and believe me, I'm for population, but the only thing it determines is if you have one of these, how many supply cubes can be made.
Yeah.
That's all it
So
determines.
yeah, so that's the.
And
There's-
sure,
But if it goes to 0, we do have.
There's
negative
2 and 2. I
effects
think we
there.
deleted one
You
of
know,
Tripoli.
I think so. I think that might be what these are. That's why they didn't come up.
Yeah.
It was probably you could destroy it if
Oh,
it was in the
that's right,
discard pile.
yeah.
We could put one of these on Tripoli and raise its number.
Well, again, the number doesn't change.
Oh, true. Yeah. We could put it. We could put it on.
I mean, if
We could
we're
put it on both the San Franciscos and just start with 2 there and never worry about San Francisco, because if a San Francisco comes up, it's going to have 2 cubes there as long as we remember to put 2 cubes on San Francisco. So then we don't have to worry about San Francisco or Cairo ever the rest of the game, unless stuff changes, obviously. But
And that's not an awful way to go. That's
That's a pretty good way because that one's
Yeah.
way out there right now.
it's super far away.
Right.
I mean, now that we have flying, it makes it a little bit closer because we can hit Chicago.
Yeah.
but
But
it's still
It's
not.
it's not close.
And
Yeah.
I don't dislike that idea. Is there?
Well, this is
What's better
permanent,
than that?
these are not.
The only other option we really have is we have 2 other options. We can add another one of those things that makes one of these cards count as 2 instead of 1,
Right.
or raising the population up.
Or we can spend 2 if we don't raise the population. We have 2 left.
Right. Or we can spend 2 to make one of the cards count as 3 cards, but it's a single.
And there's those 2.
Yeah.
What do those do?
As a free action, move your pawn to a location if it's adjacent to your location.
Nice.
Move
So
a
one free
pawn
one
to
then.
your location if it is. So you can move someone.
You can move them over to you
And then-
as a free action.
Yeah,
That's
another
not
one
awful, though.
is broker as an action discard a city card to take a card of the same color from the player discard pile.
That's not awful for the ones where you're trying to recon, because you need different specific ones.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
The recon, the ones where you need like we need specific
Yeah.
ones to recon here, specific ones to recon there. So
We
that
don't
actually-
even have
I
enough
understand
places.
that. I'm just saying for
yeah. Yeah.
it's not a bad
Yeah,
thing
same
down
with
the
here
road.
too. Yeah.
I don't know.
so-
I like that San Francisco thing because then that takes it out of the thing from this point forward.
as long as we put 2 cubes on it at the beginning of
Yeah.
a return
I don't-
round.
The only reason I'm citing against that is because it's at most it's 2 movements away now.
I mean, yeah. Well, if we didn't do that, where would there be another place where we would do that?
Well, I would just raise the population from 1 on those guys.
But that doesn't do anything.
Right.
We still have to baby them forever, versus getting them out of completely removing them from having to care about them, right?
I mean,
Like
that
like
is
we
the
did with
trick.
Cairo. Cairo, we don't have to put any cubes there at all now when we start the
No,
game.
I understand. I'm
But
usually on
yeah,
your side of
no,
the
I know,
fence.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
I
I
just
just
have
don't.
a bad feeling them going to 0 is going to very negatively affect us at some point.
yeah, we have to do that thing, and it's harder to bring a city from 0 back.
I'm
But
just trying to save resources, right? Because it's going to be harder to bring them back later.
That's true. I guess what it really becomes then is that, well, okay. So if we take Atlanta, or if we take San Francisco out of it, right? That means we have what? Atlanta that's only got 1, and Tripoli. Those are the only 2 that have 1 aside from that. Is that correct?
Atlanta's on the board with 1, but that's.
That's what I just said. Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah. So Atlanta and Tripoli are the only 2 left, right? The point of those would be that we just need to really stop. We need to put 3 on there right from the get go, even though they don't need to. But we could do that, and then they would be.
we know that we have.
We wouldn't, because we don't have to put any here.
Yep.
We put extras here and there, and we don't actually have to deal with that one at all.
Or what we can do is Atlanta's only got 1 card in there, I think.
I would
We
say
could-
raise Tripoli and then do 1 well stocked.
Raise Tripoli and then, well, I would say raise San Francisco. Because Tripoli is easier to get to for us.
They're the same.
How many San Francisco cards are there in there?
No, Tripoli's only 1 away.
2 San
it is, isn't it?
Franciscos.
Yeah.
It's the same.
2 San Franciscos, 2 Tripoli's.
And
Already
there's
pulled them
more
all
Tripoli
out.
cards
Nope,
on
2
the-
and 2.
San Francisco only. Oh,
2 and 2.
We destroyed
pulled them
one
all
of the
out.
Tripolis. Because that was one of the beginning ones. There's only 1 Atlanta, though, I think.
correct.
So we could take Atlanta out of it,
By doing what?
putting this on there, and then making sure we always put 2 cubes there when we start. Then we don't even have to raise it, right?
He's saying do 1 to raise 1.
So this
one
would
to
take
do that.
Atlanta out for 1, and then we could raise San Francisco back up.
Yes, and currently Atlanta is. Well, from a haven, it's at least 3 steps
So yeah.
from any haven.
Well,
two-
it's 2 from here, yeah.
2 at the minimum.
But still,
It is more remote.
I like that, and then we're doing both effectively.
yeah, we're getting rid of 1 city. We just got to remember to put 2 cubes on Atlanta,
Yeah,
and we never have to worry
That
about it.
shouldn't be hard. to do.
Well, unless pandemic happens, but
My
epidemic happens to it.
My
but
suggestion was going to be give Joe the one where you can pull somebody closer to him. Because he's the one that's able to build for.
How often is that we're
quicker.
only 1 space away, though? I guess.
Sometimes it happens. Where it's like, oh,
Well,
fly me
again,
over there, or I can move
That's
one
not the
stepper.
question to ask. What happens is you change your strategy to make it so that you're 1 away.
And
That's
it's
what
a
we've been
free-
doing-
and it's a
that's
free
what we've
action,
been doing
too.
with mine to get.
So I
somebody to
could
drop
move
you.
1 pull, you
Right.
move 1 pull, you move 1 pull, you like.
It's
Well,
probably
it's
once per
one
turn.
for. It's
Once
probably
per
1.
turn.
No, as a free action, move a pawn to your location if it is adjacent to your location.
You can drag them along with you.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, that's crazy, but I don't know.
I vote for Tripoli Atlanta.
I agree that this would help us, but I think we need to get the vote
Correct. I
under
think those.
control,
I think
too.
Atlanta slash.
All right, let's do the Atlanta thing.
Okay.
Atlanta's for sure. Are we doing Tripoli or San Francisco?
Raising it up. I would raise San Francisco up just because it seems like we're always over here dealing with the mess either now. And Cairo we don't have to worry about. So literally we can go manage these 2. I don't know.
I think San Francisco also.
And also, for the 1 card, Atlanta makes much more sense than San Francisco.
Yes.
And there's
When
more.
you think about epidemics, like you said.
Ooh, there are more blues though. That's the other thing. There's less black in here, right? So it's easier for us to get
Blue cards and fly out there.
and build one of these because that would stop it from going down.
True.
they would cancel each other out if it did get in,
Yeah, I guess up,
Plague on
I
it.
guess up Triple E. Yeah.
right?
I think we're talking too much. Just do it.
Because there's so many blue cards in there, and we won't need to explore blue anymore. Where we still need to. Well, right
Paul,
now,
what are you thinking? Are you even watching?
Paul died. So we have one left. I don't care which one we do.
Do you have a preference, Steve?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think. I don't. I don't know that one is necessarily definitely better than the other. It might be nice to have the AAA out of there since we will be opening up that area relatively quote unquote soon. You know, we'd like to think, but here's the other thing too, though. We may end up opening up a big chunk of this off of that. If that happens, we might want that. Like that Atlanta might be even easier. It might not be, but it might be. We really don't know.
What's your question? What
I was just saying that since we're almost for sure next game going to open this up, if we can help it, it seems very likely. It may make it so that Atlanta might be the easier thing to do. So it might be worthwhile. Then like it's still.
What do you mean easier thing to do?
It might be. We might go through Atlanta more often.
I say increase San Francisco because currently it is harder to get to. I know they're very similar, but when the board is done, it's less centralized.
True.
It is definitely out on the edge.
Okay.
All right,
Raise it up.
decision. Well, not easy, but decided.
Yeah. Decision made.
Decision has been made.
Back up to 2.
And I really don't like San Francisco, so sorry.
All of our San Franciscans watching.
Is that what they call themselves?
Sure. Oh, there's more over here. Steve, I didn't count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh, we're at 45.
I don't know that it's all the cities. I think it's in the separate cities, but I'm not sure about that.
Oh.
Until we know.
Says
if-
city
wait.
cards.
63. How would we ever get to 63 cities?
How much did you say we were?
I think we're at 45 because I think it was 37. I just added 8 more.
Yes.
So.
Well, one of those that I gave you was not a city card.
Right.
So-
Yeah, I didn't count that one. Yep.
So 45.
Yeah.
That would be 7 epidemic cards. So that's where we stand.
So next turn we're losing for sure. If we're dropping 7 epidemics, I think it's a way to weed out the game.
Well, I'm sure it's a way to keep things at a certain level. I mean,
Keep it at balance.
You just have to keep playing better and better.
it's true.
The other part, Josh, is that we keep losing 3 of these cubes every turn too, every game. So
Right. When we get to November, we can only get 4 cubes to be put out at the beginning.
December we
That's
get 0.
yeah, that's our whole stockpile.
You're starting off with.
Well, maybe the game
might
changes.
change by then so much, right? Like, anyways.
It might be, twist, you're actually feeding the infection this
Yeah,
whole entire
exactly,
time
yeah.
with these supplies.
Zombies.
Spoilers, but that's kind of what the first one did, right? With the military bases, they heavily incentivized you building them.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they ended up screwing you
So
over.
I'm playing it again, and the person I'm playing with doesn't see any value in the military bases. I'm like, okay, I'll just let you make some of these decisions.
All right. Well, that's it for our 3rd
Pandemic
playthrough.
Legacy Season Dos.
Yep.
Both.
March.
Or Knee.
I gotta think of a cool name for this one. Something that happened. I don't remember. Anyways.
Something that happened, we barely won.
Yeah, but we did.
What happened? We found Europe.
Ah, that's right. That's right. We found
One
Europe.
incident away.
Yeah. All right. Well, until next time, I guess we'll get out of here.
Yes.
You've been watching Down the Vent. My name's Joe.
I went last time, so.
I'm Steve.
Matt, Steve,
The Keto Josh.
Keto Josh.
For probably another.
Oh, Josh.
Maybe another few days, because I hate it.
And,
He's gonna be eating noodles next week. Like he's
Yeah,
just gonna have a big bowl of them.
Yeah,
No,
you're-
I'm just going to be eating a
I'm
bowl
keto
of
while I'm at
sugar.
home, but I'm not while I'm on Down the Vent. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Streets, not in the streets.
Thanks, guys.